Listen, I played in the NFL. I've taken enough shots to last a lifetime. And let me tell you this, taking a shot just to lose weight, that's not a smart play. That's why I roll with Brain IQ. The all-natural weight chews cut cravings, boost metabolism, and sharpen focus. No needles, no chemicals, no crash. Just results you can chew on. And Brain IQ is not just about weight chews. They've got a full lineup of all-natural products to keep your mind sharp, your body fueled, and your health on point. Skip the needles, choose natural. Order now. BrainIQHealth.com/REF/1 live stew. Brain IQ Chews. Smart, natural, built for results.
Stewart Media and Entertainment. All right, there we go. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the Two Live Stews. Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart. Ryan's not here, but we got my man from the D. What up, though? Howie Bell.
What up, though?
What up, though, bruh? Yeah, thanks for joining your boys on the Two Live Stews on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. Hey, bruh, if Public Enemy don't get you hyped up, where you going, bro? Where you going? We got Michigan too.
This is what we doing, baby. Hey, look, man, this is what we doing. It's basketball time, baby. Let's go.
It's basketball time, man. Hey, listen, we are joined today on the show by my man Howie Bell, comedian extraordinaire from Detroit, Michigan. Me and this man go back way back. Bro, tell people a little bit about yourself. Are you from? I should have asked you this before the meeting started. Are you originally from Detroit?
I'm from Detroit, dog. Born and raised, baby. What are you talking about?
So where are your people from? Like, where's your mama and your grandmama and them from?
Detroit.
From Detroit?
Detroit.
So
my Detroit roots go back a couple generations before they start moving from Arkansas, Alabama, and all that.
That's what I was getting to.
We from the D, baby, Detroit.
Okay.
My family come from Black Bottom. You know what I'm saying? So they've been around a long time. You know, before the migration. You know what I'm saying?
That's where I was going.
I got family as a part of the migration too.
Okay.
But you know what I'm saying? But we, primarily, like my mother's from Detroit and my grandfather is from Detroit. Okay. He moved up when he was a little boy, but you know what I'm saying? So
right.
Which is my father's mother. But anyway.
That's what I was going to get into, or the reason the question came up is because in South Carolina, the Great Migration, where the black folks from down south moved up north, we all moved to New York, Philadelphia, Jersey, Detroit. And usually the Midwest, they moved from Alabama, Mississippi, Arkansas, yada yada yada. So you're actually born in Detroit. That's what's up, team. Yeah.
Everybody came up to Detroit because they wanted to get a job at the plant.
Right. At the plant.
The plant. You know what I'm saying?
if you got the job at the plant or
you was straight.
Factory in your town back in them days, you was straight.
That's why they made fun of black people with Cadillacs and all that. But these people moved from the South, came to Detroit, and they bought houses, they bought cars.
Right.
People don't understand. Black people been living really good, man. In some cities, bro, they flourish.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So, bro, tell people a little bit more about yourself. What do you do? What's your occupation? A little bit more about Howie Bell, comedian extraordinaire.
I'm a traveling salesman. I go door to door selling vacuum cleaners. I'm a comedian, actor, been around, in the entertainment biz. I write as well and produce some comedy shows as well too. My name is Howie Bell, and born and raised in Detroit. Graduated from Benedict College in Columbia, South Carolina. Pledged in spring '92. Root to the Q Square chapter of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. And we got our conclave coming up this year. It's a clave year. We got the Detroit Boat Ride coming up too. We do every year as well. And so, dog, here I am, bro. I'm doing good. I've been around a long time, bro. I've been in entertainment now since 1995.
Wow, wow. And you've done a bunch of big things we're going to talk about throughout the show.
Yeah,
all right,
absolutely.
So the connection, like you just mentioned, you went to Benedict College, which is in Columbia, South Carolina.
Yep.
I think I've asked you this before, but I've taken a lot of hits to the head.
Graduated from Benedict College.
Graduated from Benedict.
Not went. Graduated.
It's a big distinction.
There is a big distinction.
You got to be you got to have your ears open when you ask somebody that question.
There you go. There you go.
I attended so-and-so.
Mm-hmm.
What's the Benedict connection? How'd you get to Benedict College coming from Detroit, Michigan?
Well, I grew up in Detroit and back in them times. I went to high school in the 80s. And then we're going to get to the bad boy Pistons and all that stuff. But I went to high school during that time, man, the mid to late 80s. And it was all about, back then, it was about school days. And, you know what I'm saying? It was like we were pro-black, a different world and Cosby Show, you know what I'm saying? So, it was all about going to college, for us. This is pre-social media and all that kind of stuff.
But I mean, Central State in Ohio. I mean, that's a Midwest city.
Sure.
Like, how'd you skip all the way from?
So what we would do? They would have black college tours and all that stuff from Detroit. And they would go down south to the AUC, and they would go to even all the way down to Florida and back up through and everywhere, even inside the Carolinas. So they had a lot of black college tours back in those times.
Okay.
But I did not visit Benedict College at the time. But I'm just telling you how the essence and the aura was and the energy was at that time. People wanted to go to black college. HBCUs were popular before they were popular now. Like, that was the thing to do.
There's a huge contingency of Detroit people that go to FAMU.
Absolutely, huge. And so one of my dogs, who is my LB, Delon Wiggum, comes to class. We went to high school together. He comes to class with a Benedict College brochure. It was a brochure. One just opened up. That was it. It wasn't multiple pages or nothing. It was just this.
Right.
And he's like, man, I want to go here. And I was like, you want to go here? He's like, yeah. And I was like, all right. So we applied to multiple schools, and Benedict was one of the ones that accepted both of us. And he wound up staying back. Like, I'm not gonna go. I'm gonna go to Wayne State here in Detroit, and then I'm gonna come down next semester. I'm like, man, I thought we were gonna go to school together.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Flip family.
Yeah. So here it is, fall of 1990, and I go down to Benedict College by myself from Detroit, and I got accepted. And I tell you, man, it was one of the best decisions of my life, man.
Hey, Howie Bell joining me today on the 2 Live 2. It's going to be a lot of fun. Doug, Stuart Ryan still on spring break vacation with the family. He will be back on Monday. Hey, don't forget, we got the big 404-day parade and block party this weekend here in ATL. I guess she had to go and use the John or something like that, but we got to fly and all of that. But make sure you come and join us this weekend for all of the festivities. All right, bro. The comedy thing. You have done a ton for 30 plus years in the comedy industry. Your brother, here's another little quick tie. Your brother, Greg Shelton, actually was an executive producer for Black Men Revealed. And, the story about Black Men Revealed. If you don't know, if you're new to the show, look it up. Me and my brother hosted the very first season of Black Men Revealed. And it was your brother that actually was one of the people that made the call to give us the gig. So he was in there, and rest in peace to him. He passed away many, many years ago. But your brother was in the entertainment game, and you've been in the entertainment game, the comedy game in particular, for over 30 plus years. Talk about that. Did you always want to do comedy? And talk about some of the good times in your industry.
Well, my brother, man, growing up, that was the big brother, so we never got along. You know what I'm saying? I used to work at the Gap. Back in the 80s too. And he used to steal my clothes and wear them to school. And so I used to hate that. You know what I'm saying? He's the big brother. Can you imagine come down the hall, you see your brother in your new sweater?
Right.
From the Gap. You remember with the V-necks, with the colors and the whole, come on, man. You killing.
The Gap was the shit in the 80s.
What? Come on. Hey, listen, bro. Hey, man, listen, dog. I had a really good life, man, in the 80s in Detroit, dog. I worked at the Gap. I worked at a place called the Fudgery, too. So I don't know if people you remember the fudgery, but it was real controversial. At this time, they would call it coon. But at that time, we were making fudge. We was like making fudge on marble slabs. But we would sing at the same time. It was some of the most coolest thing you could ever see. But I tell you, we had a lot of fun. We would sing songs like, "Isn't fudge lovely? Isn't fudge wonderful?" And we be flipping that fudge. "Isn't fudge tasty? And I love it as a boy. But I never thought that I would be making fudge at the fudgery. Isn't fudge lovely? Yes, it is." Here, you want a sample? That was the 80s, baby. And my brother be coming up watching us wearing my sweater. Oh, my God. Right. Wearing my clothes.
Right.
So anyway, man, growing up in the 80s, man, my brother Greg Shelton and Tony Roney is a comedian as well as my other brother. He started me in comedy. Greg gave me the inspiration too. And, you know, man, I graduated from Benedict College and I moved to L.A. And, you know, I was on Black Men Revealed. As a guest when you guys were hosting too, man. And I was so proud of that. You know, the Bruz, him being able to incorporate the Bruz in that and have y'all part of that. At that time, I remember being very, very proud. You know what I'm saying? Of that.
Me too. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, and so, you know, moving on, man, my brother got me involved in a lot of things, man. I worked for the Oscars because of my brother.
Wow.
So, you know, I worked for a guy, his last name was Doty. I worked for the pre-production, the red carpet. The pre-show, excuse me, not the pre-production, but the pre-show and red carpet for the Oscars. The year we went to war, actually, with Iraq, I believe, when George Bush was in office. That year I worked for the Oscars, but my brother gave me that job. He made me SAG eligible at the time. I did, you know, extra work and background work for like the Steve Harvey show and, you know, the Jamie Foxx show, just different stuff, you know, at the time. And I remember, and this is the late 90s we're talking about now.
Right.
And mid to late 90s. I moved to LA in 98. So, you know, we're talking around that time. And so a lot of those things built up a solid foundation for what I'm doing right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, all those relationships and, you know, all those experiences and touring with Jamie Foxx. And I was with a group called The Other Level. We were a sketch improv group, all of us from Detroit, since we had Detroit show. Myself, Howie Bell, Joe Blunt, Thomas Ward, and Spanky Hayes. And we, you know, had a show, you know, on UPN back then. You know what I'm saying? You know, so, and we toured with Jamie Foxx, our man. We had the same manager, which is Marcus King. Shouts out to Marcus King. And, you know, really good times and really good transitions from being a young man, a young comic until now. You know, I appreciate the road, man. I work with Diddy too, bro. I mean, you know, I've done things, man, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, other people, you know, wouldn't be in a position to do. So, you know, I don't know how long you want me to go, because I can go for about 4 hours talking about this.
No, actually, I want you to keep the energy going. But listen, I got to pay a couple of bills here. So let me tell you what's coming up today. We got the Hollywood Report, as we normally do every show, coming up today around, 8 a.m. Eastern time. So Ollie going to talk some entertainment. We got the last 48, the biggest memes in the Two Live Stews Facebook chat group over the last couple of days. And also, man, if you'd like to donate to the show to help us keep the lights on, we would appreciate it. Look to the bottom of the chat to the right. There's a dollar symbol, or depending on when you're watching it, a heart symbol. Click on that and donate to the show. $1, $5, $500. We greatly appreciate it. And when we say help keep the lights on, we are not joking, all right? So make a donation. We would appreciate it. We're going to talk some college basketball. We're going to talk NBA. You see Howie's a big Detroit Pistons fan. We're going to talk about them and the great season that they're having. A little bit about the Final Four. And also, we're going to talk about the uniqueness of Detroit, Michigan, and wherever, all of the different places we're from. Arlene Tree is going to join us for that conversation. Bruh, I follow you on social media. You've been doing these comedy shows in New York City. And in particular, I've seen you do these comedy shows in Alaska. Yeah. I have been to Alaska. They always clown me about me not getting out and going outside or whatever. We had a meeting for the company I work for. I worked for New York Life a couple of years ago, and we had a meeting out in Seattle, Washington. And I was like, you know what? This is the closest I'm ever going to get to Alaska. I'm going to Alaska. So when the meeting was over, I flew out to Alaska. It was like a 4-hour flight.
Okay.
So how'd you get hooked up with doing comedy shows in Alaska? I'm curious.
No, the great brothers of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated, bro. You know what I'm saying? And shouts out to the Alaska Qs. You know,
so
RC, my dog RC Woodson. You know what I'm saying? That's my dog. He reached out to me a couple years ago, and you know I've been there 3 times since. So I've been there twice to do comedy, and 1 time for a fishing expedition. We went deep sea fishing with the bros. So yeah. So I've been there enjoying it, man. I caught a 75 pound halibut.
Right.
First time fishing.
That's big over there is halibut. Like we eat whiting over here, catfish. They eat halibut over there exclusively.
Yeah, absolutely.
Every restaurant you go into, halibut this, halibut there.
And it's delicious. Some of the best fish ever.
It is delicious. Okay.
And they think I'm telling the fish story. It was like a 75 pound halibut I caught. For real, first time fishing ever.
Right.
But the bros brought me to Alaska.
I didn't know there were that many bros over there to have you come to Alaska.
Absolutely. And very good bros.
Right. Wow. That's dope. That's real dope. All right, man. We are going to get into Detroit basketball and some NBA talk when we get back from the break. Howie, I just found out this morning, shame on me, I deserve some neck or I deserve some discipline. I didn't know you were doing your own sports talk show, bruh.
Come on, dog. Box seats, baby. Monday through Friday. All you got to do is tune in to Humor Mill Magazine with my guy, man, Frank Holder. And we do a show called Box Seats Monday through Friday from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m., bro.
Wow. Where can people log in at and catch the show?
They can go to YouTube or they can go to, all they got to do is look up Humor Mill Magazine. Right there, Humor Mill. Yeah, you can YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Humor Mill Magazine, all over. But we do a show called Box Seats. But go to Humor Mill Magazine, you'll find us.
So 5 days a week, the entire
Monday through Friday.
Show. Wow. So Box Seats.
I'll be on today at 5 p.m.
Awesome. Good stuff. All right, when we get back from the break, quick little break. When we get back from the break, we're going to jump into some NBA talk, in particular the Detroit Pistons. They have turned it around. You are a lifelong Detroit Pistons fan. Shouts out to our folks, WGPR 107.5.
Yeah.
107.5 in the D.
Yeah.
You got your mans on today.
The D, baby. I love y'all. Back. I love the D, baby.
Pause. When we get back from the break, we're going to talk some. Come on, Tree. Don't do that. Not with the guests here. Please, Tree. Cheers, Tree. This is a long story behind that photo, Howie.
Show it again. Show it one more time.
No, don't show it again. Please don't show it again.
Is that the casino? Where is that?
That's at a goddamn restaurant in Atlanta. Big ass penises in this restaurant in Atlanta. You know we already got a bad.
You went to a show.
And, we already got a reputation of having, a lot of, in this city. And I go in this goddamn restaurant and there's a big ass phallus. I took a picture to show Tree about, and to boycott this place, and now she thinks it's a ongoing joke.
That's the culture in Atlanta. It's all good.
No, that's not the culture in Atlanta.
It is. You know it is. That's the first place I saw bearded men with dresses in a parade.
All right.
And high heels.
We go. Please, dog. Please don't start that. Hey, shouts out to Brandon Butler. Butter ATL this weekend, 404weekend.com/parade. Your boys are in the parade. Dog, you ever been in a parade before?
I
have never been in a parade before. I am so excited. Then we got the big block party. We're interviewing a bunch of guests. We're actually doing the show. It's going to be crazy. So check out 404ATL. I believe that's what it was. 404weekend.com/parade. And all of the events going on this weekend in Atlanta. Quick little break. When we get back on the other side, we're going to talk about Pistons basketball with my man, Howie Bell. Don't go away. Keep it live.
Listen, I played in the NFL. I've taken enough shots to last a lifetime. And let me tell you this. Taking a shot just to lose weight, that's not a smart play. That's why I roll with Brain IQ, the all-natural weight chews, cut cravings, boost metabolism, and sharpen focus. No needles, no chemicals, no crash. Just results you can chew on. And Brain IQ is not just about weight chews. They've got a full lineup of all-natural products to keep your mind sharp, your body fueled, and your health on point. Skip the needles, choose natural. Order now. BrainIQHealth.com/REF/1LiveStew. Brain IQ Chews. Smart, natural, built for results.
Wow. Howie Bell joining me today. Doug Stewart, Ron Stewart, the Two Live Stews. Bruh, the Pistons right now are 55-21. At the same time last year, they were 3-35.
Yep.
Hey, man, you got to give a lot of credit to head coach J.B. Bickerstaff and the job that he's done. Cade Cunningham, the Duren kid, you guys got playing center for y'all, man. Talk about the resurgence of Pistons basketball. Y'all got a rich history of winning. You got a couple of different eras. You got the bad boy era with Isaiah and Lane Bear and them cats. Then you got Rip Hamilton and Chauncey, another era winning. Y'all look like y'all might be back and very competitive for the next couple of years to come.
Well, Detroit is a basketball city, man, to be honest with you. We love our Lions, too. Don't get it twisted. But Detroit Pistons have been, winning. Other than the Detroit Red Wings, you know what I'm saying? The Pistons have won more, titles.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, the Tigers only have one, I believe. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe one in recent memory in the 80s. But, the Red Wings have a ton of them. The Lions have none since they were wearing leather helmets. And so now, so we got about three of them, though. That was back in the 60s and 50s, but that was before it was a Super Bowl. But people love the Detroit Pistons, man, because we gonna do it every so often. We gonna get it. Yeah. And everybody going with the Spurs right now, and I know and I love Wembanyama, and that's my man. But I'm telling you, man, if anybody can beat them, it's Detroit. Detroit is just one of those type of teams. I remember they didn't think we could beat the Lakers that year with Kobe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I'm a Laker fan. I'm pretty
nobody
sure
gave us a chance. And I'm telling you, man, I'm a big Kobe Bryant fan.
Right.
So I was like, I don't know. I was really on the fence that series. You know what I'm saying? They proved me wrong, and so, Detroit is just one of those type of franchises. Bickerstaff is perfect, you know what I'm saying, for it. And as you can tell, even with Cade getting hurt, they still play very well. And so, I'm telling you, man, we got a really good chance at least of making it back to the NBA Finals.
The Pistons clinched the Central Division, ending an 18-year drought. Wow, it doesn't seem like that long. 18 years since the Rip Hamilton era?
Yeah.
It's crazy. So they clinched the Central Division, ending an 18-year drought with a 127-116 victory over the Raptors. This was a couple of nights ago. Jalen Durant dominating. He had 31-9 in that particular game. One of the best defenses in basketball. I mentioned the 55-21 where they flipped it from 3-35 last year at the same time. They thrived under pressure with an 11-2 record following a loss, proving stability. Y'all, here's the big thing about y'all right now and what y'all doing up there in Detroit is y'all got a franchise player in Cade Cunningham, man.
Yeah.
You can look at the definable guy on most teams, the guy that's going to take you to that next level, to that stratosphere. He just got a complete game. He's very smart. He's got a complete game, like I said. What are y'all saying up there about this kid, man? Y'all hit the jackpot with him.
We saw it. We saw it when he came a few years ago. You know what I'm saying? We saw it. Everybody here knew it. We was like, oh my God. And he is actually playing up to what his potential is. And he hasn't even peaked. Right. He has a little bit ways to go. And he's very good right now. And the key though is Detroit has always been about team ball, man. Look, even with him out, we are playing very well, exceptionally well. You know what I'm saying? So with him there, that makes us even that more dominant. So, man, the Pistons are doing very well. I mean, you keep saying the Rip era, man. That was the Rasheed Wallace era, baby.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's my man right there. That was that era. You know, that was the Phillips era. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, Rip was the man. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, you had Tayshaun Prince. You had Ben Wallace. Them boys. They should have won more championships, too. They went to the Eastern Conference. I believe they went to the Eastern Conference Finals about 6 or 7 years, or maybe more during that time. They should have went. They should have won more titles out of that. I think they went to the finals maybe twice. They lost to the Spurs, I believe, one time, and they beat the Lakers, I believe.
Oh man, when they beat the Lakers, man, that hurt me because you couldn't tell me that wasn't another ring. Like, y'all were kind of like under the radar type, very good. And
just
Lakers,
like now, and it's a year with the Spurs. Just like now, I'm telling you, man. Watch what happens. I'm telling you, anything can happen if Detroit makes it to the finals. I'm telling you.
Well, dog, I don't know if you know this, but right now the San Antonio Spurs are the best team, not just in the NBA, but the world.
The world.
Your boy Wemby last night had 40 and 12. I mean, or 48 and 12, something crazy like that. I saw the little headline this morning.
I hate to say this, but the Pistons getting the finals with the Spurs, they're going to have to do him like we did Jordan, bro. They're going to have to foul him. They're going to have to beat him up.
Right.
They're going to have to go back to the old bad boys way and start clotheslining. They're going to have to do something to that man.
But you know what?
Stop him. He's unstoppable.
He's unstoppable.
You got to do something. You got to defense. I don't want him to get hurt. But you got to put some defense, some body on him. You got to do something to change his game.
But you know the game has changed, and they don't allow hard fouls like that anymore, like they did in the 80s and 90s. And our formative. All
you needed to do one good flagrant one. You know what I'm saying? You need one. You got to put some wood on him somewhere.
Somebody's gonna have to come off the bench.
I'm telling you, somebody's gonna have to do something
and sacrifice themselves, get kicked out of the game.
Well, I'm telling you,
this guy is literally an alien out there, man. Last night he went crazy.
Like you said, somebody has to come off the bench and they just foul him every time he gets it. Keep fouling him,
right?
Until you foul all the way out, get kicked out. So you gotta exhaust him some kind of way.
Who's the guy on y'all's bench right now? That's the Rick Mahorn type that can come in there, give Wemby a couple of bowls, and
he's really off the bench. But that's my man, the black dude with the braids, with the dreads to the back. Oh man, what's his name? I'm tripping right now. He'll fight anybody. That's all right. You know what I'm saying? That's our guy. I'm tripping right now. I'm having a brain freeze, but yeah.
But I didn't really think about that. But you're exactly right. Like. The only way to stop Wemby is the team's going to have to get physical with him.
You got to chop him down, bro. Yeah. You got to get physical with him. You cannot let him run around, shoot threes, block shots, slam dunk. I mean, pass the ball. Come on, man. You got to do something to stop him. Within legal, boundaries, within the rule book of the NBA. You got to do something to him, though, man. There's no way you're going to win against these dudes if you let him keep doing that. Coach Bickerstaff, I think, can come up with a plan. You're going to have to at least double him every time he gets the ball.
Right.
At the least, somebody else is going to have to beat you.
All right.
That's how you got to do it.
Bat Mike 333. Right. Bat Mike 333 says Wemby still has to prove it at the right time. And he's right. There's a difference between regular season basketball and playoff season basketball. Ask James Harden. Ask what's the big center name for the Philadelphia 76ers that's hurt all the time? I'm drawing a blank right now.
Yeah.
The playoff basketball is different, and it was much different back in the day when we're talking about the old school Pistons and the Lakers, and it was physical. It was a physical brand of basketball. I just think today the officiating is more towards the direction of the European style of play, where it's a bunch of finesse stuff. It's not no hardcore elbow in the paint and guys.
They don't want you to do that no more because these dudes are fragile now. You gotta understand.
These dudes are fragile now.
The guy from the 76ers, you talking about what's his name? The center. He get hurt. He don't play. He played 10% of the season.
Right.
What's his name?
Joel Embiid.
Joel Embiid.
Thank you, Tilda.
So I mean, it's like, dude, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Nobody. Look at Giannis. Keep getting hurt right now.
But dog, let me ask you this: what's your thoughts right now about two things? This is a good place to talk about this. About two things. Who's your MVP right now, and who do you see winning it right now? Because there's a lot of teams at the top. They're talking about the Celtics. They're talking about the who we just talked about, the San Antonio Spurs. There's a lot of teams up there. And then also MVP. Joker's still in the conversation. Jaylen Brown's in the conversation. Wemby's in the conversation. Luka Doncic's in the conversation MVP right now. Who do you think deserves the MVP right now in the NBA?
And let's not forget about SGA.
SGA is in the conversation. He just won it last year and he's having a better season this year than he did last year. Yeah,
it's gonna be a tough year, man, to determine the MVP. It's gonna be tough, man. To be honest, this is just not gonna be easy to do. Cade Cunningham was in that discussion, I believe, but he got hurt.
He's a little bit less because of the injury,
because of the injury. Yeah. Right. So, but Wemby's gonna win, bro. I don't see anybody else. I just don't see anybody else winning other than Wembanyama. I just don't. I mean, the reality is the guy does exactly what we just went over. He can block shots. He can his defense. He defends. He's going to win Defensive Player of the Year, and he's going to win MVP. I'm telling you.
Yeah, the whole defensive argument is something that the other guys really can't claim. He's the best defender in the game as well.
And he's looking like the MVP. Think about it. Your MVP is the most valuable player to your team. Think about it.
Right.
He's the most valuable player to his team.
Absolutely. I mean,
how does he not win at all?
When you talk about San Antonio, if Wemby's not on that team and they just have a regular center, what's that? What's he worth? About 20 games?
Maybe more.
He's worth 20 games by himself. Yeah. And you know what?
They drop down below the Lakers to me without him.
Yeah, well, the Lakers not doing that bad this year.
They're not doing that bad, but I'm saying, they'll drop down below the Lakers.
I agree. And you know what? I think because he's already come out and campaigned for it, there's always been, or not always, really the last 20 plus years, there's been this whole, thing where they're trying to include, European players more often in the conversation. They're drafting more international players, etc. And I think it would fit into their bill and into their marketing going forward that this is the MVP of our league. All right. Well, as a matter of fact, all of these guys are, foreigners. When you talk about
I'm about to say, Shane's a foreigner. He won last year.
Right. So I think you might be right, man. And then he campaigned for it. Last week, they asked him the question, what do you think your chances are for the MVP? Yes. I like the fact he came out and said it. I deserve the MVP.
I deserve it. I want it.
Yeah.
And he does, man, to be honest. He does. We never seen anything like this. He is like a reincarnation of Ralph Sampson type guy, but better. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, he is different, man.
Hey, bro, body-wise, you're exactly right. Samson, Kareem, very tall, 7+ foot guys, very, very slender, but no 7-foot guy. Dog, if I told you 25 years ago that the main component of a 7'4" guy's game was to shoot 3-pointers, you'd slap me, dog. You slap the shit out of me. But that's where we're at right now with this guy.
But you know what? The league was moving towards them 3-pointers, man, some years ago. That's one of my gripes with the NBA. I think a lot of guys don't take it to the hole enough. And then I've seen guys get past they got the ball in the paint and they pass it right back out. I don't understand that. That part of basketball, still trying to get that part together in my head, because There was a time when they just would go straight up. Whether you get fouled or not, it's like these dudes scared to get touched. It's all kind of stuff, man, with that. I've just never seen the big kickouts to the 3-pointer from right under the basket. That just doesn't make mathematical sense, but
it doesn't make mathematical sense.
These guys are hitting threes,
they'll tell you hitting a lower percentage of threes is better than hitting a high percentage of twos. They've done all of the math, and evidently that's what's going on.
They're doing.
But for Brian Hill, 6609, he says the Hawks are going to give somebody problems this year. Shouts out to the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah.
If you're new to the show, me and Ryan are based in Atlanta. The Hawks last night put an ass whipping. They opened up a can of ass whipping on the Orlando Magic like we've never seen before.
They did.
When I turned the channel, they were up by like 40. And the Hawks have been giving it to teams this year, man. I think they've won like 12 of their last 13 games, maybe 14 of their last 15 games. Hawks are going to be a real tough out in the playoffs. You know who else is good to watch and who else is fun to watch this year, dog?
Who?
the Charlotte Hornets are a fun team to watch.
Yeah, they try to fight Detroit too. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So it's going to be interesting. The playoffs are going to be off the chain this year. We got a resurgence of the Detroit Pistons from Ben Edwards, 28. Who cares if the Knicks make the finals? Everybody knows they'll lose. Laugh out loud. I agree.
They're not going to make the finals, though.
They're not going to make the finals. No, I agree this year. They are not going to make the finals. If you guys can get Cade Cunningham back, if they have
to play Boston, it's a wrap.
The only problem with Detroit is the youth factor. They're young. They're super young. They're superstar go-to guy player. Cade Cunningham is super, super young. He's only been in the league a couple of years. And history has shown us, or in my opinion, that you got to crawl before you walk. You got to walk before you run, before you start winning championships. And there's so many great teams out there. I don't see Detroit winning it all this year. But I think it's going to take a little bit of time, but they're going to definitely give some teams some real tough battles.
So this was that Antonio Latson. No matter, Boston is your 2026 champions again. I'm gonna be honest. I'm worried about Boston. That's the only team in the East that, as a Detroit Pistons fan, that I'm worried about. Boston.
I believe Jaden Brown went for 40 plus last night. Tatum went 20 and like 10 or something like that. So Tatum's 100% healthy. They were a great team before Tatum came back from the injury.
That's what I'm saying, man. Yeah, Boston is really good, bro.
Yeah, they're very, very good. All right, when we get back from the break, man, NBA or basketball, it's not the NBA Hall of Fame, it's the Basketball Hall of Fame, elects its new members to be inducted into the Hall coming up this year. A couple of questions about some of the people elected, and I got a list right here in front of me of former NBA players that are great, and I think most people would think are in the Hall of Fame, but they're not. We're going to have that conversation when we get back from the break. My man Howie Bell joining me today. Ryan's still on vacation. Two Live Stews Experience. Howie, give us one more time where people can listen to your podcast at.
Man, you got to tune in to the Humor Mill Magazine. You go to YouTube, Humor Mill Magazine. Shouts out to Frank Holder, Humor Mill Magazine. The name of the show is Box Seats. We do it Monday through Friday, 5 p.m. to 6 p.m., y'all. Check us out.
Big time sports fan, Howie Bell joining me today. Don't go away. Quick little break.
Live from the Howie Bell Man Cave.
Live from the Howie Bell Man Cave. I had to ask you about that, dog.
You got Benedict, you got the Lions over here. You got Benedict College over here. Hey, guess what? We got to talk about this, too.
Yeah, we are going to talk about Michigan and Michigan State a little bit later. I want to get your thoughts on who your rooting loyalties go to. We'll get to that later. Don't go away. Two Live Stews. Yeah.
My name is Donald Bradley. I'm the CEO and founder of Planet Marketing here in the United Kingdom for another amazing event. Today we had over 2,000 individuals coming to be educated and be recognized on what we believe is the fastest growing business on the planet. Never before have I gone to a local event in a country anywhere and had 9 rings to pass out, 9 six-figure rings from over $100,000 a year to over $500,000 a year. Stay tuned. Right place, right time, right people. If you know anybody that's involved in Planet Marketing in the 22 different countries that we're doing business in, get back with them. Everything in life is all about timing, but more important than timing is something called positioning. We are looking for leaders in a country near you. Join us.
Wow. Okay. So the music today was selected by our guest host, Howie Bell. Didn't realize it has such vulgarities in it, but it's okay.
I don't think I selected that particular song, even though that's my man.
I got the email. You said you want this song.
Nah. If I would have picked the song, it would have been Sammy Davis Jr. Hello, Detroit. You've touched my heart. I'd have picked a song like that. See, you know Sammy Davis Jr. made a song about Detroit. You didn't know that. We woke up, if you old school Detroit, you woke up to that about 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning every morning. Hello, Detroit.
Oh my gosh. If you're new to the show, Tree, our producer, joins us right now. She's from the D as well.
I couldn't help it. Detroit, WJOB, Mason in the morning.
There you go.
Hello, Detroit.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh my God. Detroit reunion up in here today.
Yeah, man.
Who you a Royce 5'9" guy?
Royce 5'9", yeah, he's good. Absolutely.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Royce is up.
You an Eminem guy?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Eminem guy. I remember performing. It was a place called the Hip Hop Shop on 7 Mile, man. And we used to do comedy in there, and they had, poetry, and they did open mic. That was the first time I ever saw Eminem. That's back. We going back to like 96, 95, 96.
What? Wow.
Yeah.
I always tell the story. So you just mentioned 7 Mile. The movie 8 Mile. 8 Mile is for people from Atlanta or not from, people from Atlanta, this is kind of what I'm shooting towards. 8 Mile in Detroit is the equivalent to Bankhead Highway. That's Detroit's Bankhead is 8 Mile. The very first time, and if you're also new to the show, my brother Ryan played for the Detroit Lions for 5 years. So many great times in Detroit. Kicked it with Howie up there a couple of times as well, boat rides and all of that. But the very first time we went to Detroit, Ryan took us to a strip club on 8 Mile. And the best way for me to describe the strip club is it looked like an extra scene from Dusk Till Dawn. You remember the movie Dusk Till Dawn?
Of course.
Vampires?
Yeah, absolutely.
it was a bunch of vampire-looking strippers.
Yeah.
And before we actually even walked into the club, 2 strippers got in a fight on the entrance outside on the steps. One stripper grabbed a brick and hit the other stripper on the side of the damn head.
Yeah, that sound about Detroit.
It was so Detroit.
Yeah, that's about like the D. But 8 Mile is like, like you said, it's strip clubs on 8 Miles, dispensaries on 8 Mile, but people don't really like 8 Mile like the, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, it's a throwaway. It's from east side, west side. Let's go this way. Let's go that way. It's just a main street, big, street. But it's not like, I'm going to 8 Mile. Like people have a misconception of that when they think about Detroit.
So when I think of Detroit, I think of what's the name of the shops to sell the hot dogs?
Coney Islands.
The little Coney Islands on every corner.
You got 1 million of those.
You got 1 million Coney Islands in Detroit.
Don't go to the one downtown.
What's up?
Everybody always show the American Coney Island and the Lafayette Coney Island downtown Detroit. Hey man, they are not the best. They've been featured on all kinds of stuff. They are not. That's like going to like the most commercial, you know what I'm saying, spot you could go to. Don't go. They're not that good at all.
You got to go to the ones in the hood.
You got to go to 6 Mile or 7 Mile. And 8 Mile got some good Coney Islands too. You got to go, but you got to go to the city. Grass shit, you know what I'm saying? Greenfield, Grand River.
Okay, all right. Hey, listen, if you want to chop it up with the 2 Live Stews, a couple of days ago, we aired our very first, or we had our very first Chop It Up participant on the 2 Live Stews. We actually had 2. So if you want to chop it up for a segment with the Stews, email me, sme.dougstewart@gmail.com. That's sme.dougstewart@gmail.com. And we'll actually have you on for a segment to talk about your team, to talk about your hate for the team, to talk about whatever's going on in the news that time, in sports, entertainment, and beyond. So email me, sme.dougstewart@gmail.com. And as we used to say back in the day, we stole it from a movie, one of them Westerns, we'll make you famous. All right? Amari Stoudemire has been selected for the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame class of 2026, validating a 14-year NBA career marked by explosive athleticism, major impacts in Phoenix and New York. The 6-time All-Star and former Rookie of the Year was renowned for his dominant pick and role plays for leading the Knicks back to some form of relevance. So it's him, okay? 6-time All-Star, 5-time All-Star in all NBA team. I didn't realize that he had been an all NBA All-Star 5 times in a row, 6 times in the All-Star game. Drafted 9th overall in 2002, joined the Knicks in 2010, finished the NBA with career averages of 18.9 and 7.8 rebounds. Also joining him is I had it written right here. Is
Doc Rivers look like.
Doc Rivers definitely is joining him. Sue Bird is joining him as well. But the question I wanted to ask you, bruh,
I can't. The two ladies, I can't know their names.
When you think of Amari Stoudemire, do you think Hall of Famer, like off the top of your head?
Now, what is the name of this Hall of Fame you just said?
it's the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame. Naismith is the guy that supposedly, invented basketball with the peach basket and all of that stuff, I guess.
Right. But it's the difference between the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame and the NBA.
No, they're the same thing. They're the same thing. They rarely use the word. I rarely hear them talk about the basketball.
Okay, so this is one and the same. The Naismith this is the NBA Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow. Well, I will say this. There's some other people that deserve to be in the Hall of Fame too. And I'm not taking away anything from these 4 that you just showed.
Right.
But yeah, got me a little stumped right there. They're almost.
So you didn't realize this was the real basketball Hall of Fame.
I thought this was like some miscellaneous Hall of Fame. Yeah, I thought this was like, what I'm saying? Just the basketball, what I'm saying, of whatever Hall of Fame. But this is the Hall of Fame. So Amari Stoudemire is good, man. He was an incredible player. And this stats and everything he did was incredible. I don't know if he should be there right now. You know what I'm saying? Before some other people. Now, Doc Rivers, I see that. Well, I have no issue with Doc Rivers.
So Doc is making it probably because of his coaching exploits.
Absolutely.
Okay? Doc was a good player, when he played, but he wasn't a Hall of Fame player. I'd never thought about Doc Rivers as a Hall of Fame player. Yeah. Okay. But Doc Rivers, has had a very esteemed, very long coaching career. Doc Rivers is a lifer basketball player.
Absolutely.
Like, Doc Rivers has been part of the NBA for 40 years. Easily.
Yeah, you include coaches and players. You include all of those in Hall of Fame. Same thing with the NFL. They include a coach, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? So, or, owners for that matter. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Doc Rivers, without a shadow of a doubt, had a more impressive post-player career, you know what I'm saying, than player. But he was a really good player as well. But Stoudemire, man, that's a tough one. You know what I'm saying? Once again, not saying he doesn't deserve it, but just him being there before some others is questionable.
Right.
It's questionable.
And when I first heard of this, I actually posted this into the in the 2 Live Stews Facebook chat group, and we had a very long discussion about it. The very first person that came to mind that's not in the Basketball Hall of Fame, who I think should have been in the Basketball Hall of Fame, is Kevin Johnson, KJ.
How about that?
Kevin Johnson is not in the Basketball Hall of Fame. Now, I look at Stoudemire's stats. After the fact, I look at Stoudemire's stats, and his stats in his awards, they kind of say Hall of Famer, but I always looked at him as like a hustle guy. I always looked at him as a guy that was solid. He wasn't an all-star. He wasn't one of the best players in the league, but he was always one of the very good players in the league. But Kevin Johnson is not in the Hall of Fame. Sean Kemp is not in the Hall of Fame. Now, me and Ryan get into this debate all the time. You're watching the 2 Live Stews experience. I always say, use your eyes. Okay, what do your eyes tell you? If you can't look at a player without looking at the stats, if you can't look at a player and say, oh, yeah, he's a Hall of Famer just off an instant, then he probably isn't a Hall of Famer. But Kevin Johnson is not in the Hall of Fame. Sean Kemp is not in the Hall of Fame. You mentioned it earlier. Rasheed Wallace is not in the Hall of Fame. Joe Johnson from Atlanta, and I think he'll probably get in. Joe Johnson was a 7-time All-Star, over 20,000 points. Joe Johnson will probably get in from the Atlanta Hawks. Shawn Marion's not in the Hall of Fame.
Somebody, one of the tweets on chats underneath said Bill Laimbeer is not in the Hall of Fame.
Bill Laimbeer, well,
They just don't like him. They just don't like him. Come on, man. That's all it is.
Well,
they just don't like Bill Lambert.
You know damn well we don't like no Bill Lambert. The only people like Bill Lambert is Detroit people.
He's still Hall of Fame worthy, though.
Horace Grant's not in the Hall of Fame, and Tom Chambers is not in the Hall of Fame. And here was the post I actually posted after this whole news came out with Stoudemire. Early morning sports start. Amari Stoudemire is getting in the Basketball Hall of Fame before Kevin Johnson. Huh? What's the backstory? And, a lot of times there's politics with this stuff as well.
Is Dennis Rodman in the Hall of Fame?
Rodman's in. Rodman's
in. Okay, he is in. Okay.
Now Rodman's somebody that I would have questioned because Rodman really, when you think of Hall of Famers, you think of guys that scored points. I think Rodman averaged like 9 points a game, but
but he revolutionized the defense. Defensive position though.
I'm not going to argue with nobody about Rodman.
And multiple champions.
Yeah. I'm not going to argue with people about Rodman because I understand. And you know what? Rodman's name, his brand is big as well.
He got about 4 or 5 rings too, don't he?
But right, exactly, with the Bulls and with the Lakers,
with the Pistons too.
With the Bulls and the Pistons. I'm sorry, with the Bulls and the Pistons, right? So,
I think he won one with San Antonio, didn't he?
I think he did. That's
what I'm saying. He got one there. That's Hall of Fame. That's Hall of Fame stuff. You know what I'm saying? Multiple teams, multiple rings, revolutionize a position. That kind of stuff.
Right. In a million years, I would have never thought that Amari Stoudemire would.
Yeah,
would get. I don't want to sound like a hater, but I gotta sound like a hater. In a million years, I never thought. Let me put it like this: I never thought that he'd get in the Hall of Fame before Kevin Johnson, and Kevin Johnson doesn't get in. I think because you have to give some context on why he's probably not in. Kevin Johnson played in the era with John Stockton and Isaiah Thomas,
everybody,
and Magic Johnson,
and Jordan,
and those guys. From a point guard standpoint, Kevin Johnson, he played in an era where it was hard for him to shine. But if you know basketball and you watch basketball during that era, Kevin Johnson would give it to you. You pull up the video of him dunking on Akeem Olajuwon. Kevin Johnson would dunk on your ass. He was a great point guard, a facilitator, a floor general, man. I don't understand how Kevin Johnson not in the Hall of Fame and Amari Stoudemire is.
Yeah.
No disrespect.
Yeah, I agree. You know what I'm saying? That's that name Stoudemire. He was a good playoff guy. See, he had good playoff stats and stuff like that. But I guess and his overall. Somebody was just saying his overall career. You do base Hall of Fame off a person's overall career, and that's true. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of factors that go into that. But that is a name that surprised me. It's shocking.
Absolutely, it's a name that surprised me. So, shouts out to him. Good for him.
And I stand corrected. Somebody just said Dennis Rodman didn't win a title with San Antonio.
He didn't win one with San Antonio?
Yeah.
Well, he was on San Antonio. He was kind of like the backbone to a lot of great teams that did win championships. So, no, I understand exactly what you're saying.
That's back when he had the hair dye with all the like the tiger. You remember he used to have all the different dyes and he had the circles in his.
Exactly. What about Sean Kemp though? If you had to guess, would you have thought Sean Kemp was in the Hall of Fame? And his stats are,
no.
6-time All-Star, 3-time All-NBA. 1996 final standout. So
he was a dunk. Did he win the dunk contest before too, or something?
He had to win the dunk contest at least once or twice.
Yeah, so, he was good. He was really good. I don't know about Hall of Fame though. But if they put Stoudemire in there, I guess you.
So listen, Amari Stoudemire was 1-time All NBA. Now he did win a couple of times, 4 times, second team All NBA. But Sean Kemp was All NBA 3 times. So Sean Kemp was All NBA 3 times. There it goes right there. Tree, can you make that big? Can you take me and Howie off and put that video back up, so it can be bigger? Here's him dunking on Akeem Olajuwon. We got the best producer in the game.
Ooh.
Yeah, you dunk on Akeem Olajuwon, you're supposed to get into the Hall of Fame right there from just that.
I'm trying to tell you.
Great producer.
Interesting fun fact. I just did a show at Comedy in Harlem last week, and Kevin Johnson was in the audience.
Wow.
Fun fact.
He's in politics now. I believe at one point he was the mayor of can we take me off this screen, Tree? I think at one point he was the mayor of Sacramento or something like that. He also had some controversial things that happened since his retirement from the NBA, with some allegations of improper relations with a young female, that type of stuff. So, I mean, I don't know how much they weigh into the decision to put you in the Hall of Fame or not.
That does.
With off the court stuff. But yeah. Now
your personal background and all that stuff matters. Trust me when I tell you.
Yeah, he didn't go to jail or anything for it, but he was accused of something. You can look it up yourself. I don't want to get into all of the details. But yeah, I was just shocked to know that he was not in the Basketball Hall of Fame, because he was a great player. He was a very good, not a good, but a very good point guard. And Sean Kemp and Rasheed, they're not gonna let Rasheed in, bro. I hate to tell you this.
Yeah, you got into it with the referees, man.
They're not gonna let Rasheed in.
And you know why? Because he proved that they were cheating. He's the first one to call out the refs, bro. He was the first one, and he found out the main guy that he called out got convicted. If not convicted, but definitely got found out that he was involved in cheating.
Right.
And the same ref he called out. So shouts out to Rasheed Wallace for that. And I can't remember that referee's name, but he was the guy Rasheed's getting to it a lot with, and he got called out for cheating. So that's a fun fact too.
Now that I think about this, Rasheed probably should be in the Hall of Fame quicker than
Amari Stoudemire. Absolutely.
Because you know what? They actually give credit to Rasheed for being like the first point forward. Like Rasheed's game at 7 foot tall, damn near 7 foot tall, when he's shooting all these threes and whatnot.
Yeah, nobody really was guys shooting threes like that.
Nobody was really doing that before Rasheed.
Mm-hmm.
So then after Rasheed, you got Dirk Nowitzki doing the same thing. You got Kevin Garnett, all coming a little bit after Rasheed. Right. But yeah, I would put Rasheed in but he's not going to get in, bro. They don't like no Rasheed Wallace.
Controversial, bro.
Very controversial.
He called him out. And he was right.
Absolutely. All right. When we get back from the break, Arlie's going to be here with her Arliewood Report. Entertainment news. That should be good. Don't go away. More talk with hot sauce. Texas Pete hot sauce, the Two Live Stews. Howie Bell joining me, though. Don't go away.
It is an advantage for them. It hasn't been so far for either team in this series. 9 in the quarter for LA and in your face, Kevin Johnson. Oh my!
This is a huge effort by Kevin Johnson, knowing this is the only way you're going to get there, and Olajuwon picks up his fifth.
It's a highlight show. You'll be seeing that on your local newscast. Kevin Johnson. Look at the determination, intensity in this man's soul as he leads.
Being stranded on the side of the road, y'all, in Metro Atlanta is very, very stressful and it's dangerous. Bay 11 Towing is who you need to call. Bay 11 Towing's response times always outpace those national brands. I've been beside the road in Atlanta before, and when you're waiting for hours on a tow truck, it's not cool. Bay 11 Towing says they get to you faster and they're more cost-effective and efficient while doing so. Whether you're dealing with a flat tire, a dead battery, or a full-on straight breakdown, the team at Bay 11 Towing is ready to get you safely back on the road or get your vehicle and yourself where you need to be. So next time you find yourself in a jam, Bay 11 Towing, give them a call at 404-770-6949. Again, that's 404-770-6949. Bay 11 Towing, where speed and savings come together to get you safely to your destination. Check them out at 404-770-6949. Fast, reliable towing that doesn't cost a fortune. Bay 11 Towing.
Good morning. Good morning, Arlie. Can't hear you. You're on mute. You're on mute. It's
Me
okay.
and this microphone check. Microphone check. 1, 2, 1, 2. What you gonna do?
So you and Tree worked on your microphone all day yesterday, right?
All day.
So
not
we're good
really
to go,
all day.
right?
Tree, like you said, the Tree just do it in 3 seconds. Tree can just show up in 3 seconds and she fixes it.
Absolutely.
it's like when you first get your hair done, you know how your girl come home and her hair is like laid. You're like, oh my God, it's so pretty. And
I actually can't identify with that too much, but I get what you're saying.
Well, all I'm saying is it's like that for a girl. Right. You come home, it's gorgeous. You wake up the next morning, you like, what happened? It was working. Oh my God, I don't know what happened. So yeah, I was over here panicking for a hot second doing a video.
Arlie.
I met Howie one time in I don't even remember where it was. I think it was in Carolina. We had to go do something for a beverage brand, and they were hosting an event for the Omegas in I feel like it was a Charlotte chapter, because I remember looking for my cousin who is in the Charlotte chapter. It was somewhere in the area. He was doing something. So I met him. So hey again.
Hey, what's up? I think that was in Charlotte. What's happening? How are you?
Hey, it's been life, and you know how it go. Trying to, stay in these entertainment streets.
Trying to keep your hair from trying to keep your hair.
Dog. So Arlie was formerly married to Big E, Ernest Dixon, 92. Your
wow, okay.
From Zeta, from the University of South Carolina.
Okay, right on.
Yeah.
I know the Zeta bros. I don't know him like that, like know him like the Bible talk about know him, but I know that one bro like the Bible talk about you.
Well, Big E was my friend. We pledged I pledged in 92 as well, so that's my sense. Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah, what up, though?
He gonna probably call me and have words because I was fussing I wasn't fussing at our son yesterday, but then my son told on me. Don't y'all hate when your children do that? I said, did you tell on me? He said, Daddy said he gonna call you. I said, did you tell on me? It's a whole battle going on right now. But yes, welcome to the Two Live Stews experience.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Glad to have you. I know you were supposed to come once before, but you got snowed in, so we're glad you could make it this time.
Yeah, it was a little rough a few weeks ago.
Look, we've been having this Mother Nature ain't playing.
Mm-hmm.
So, y'all, you know how we do it. It's about that time. We have to have birthdays. Douglas, are you singing this morning?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Thank you, Howie.
You gotta put this part in. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Nobody has that part. We
add it all the time. Not here. Because that makes the song so long. I was in.
It does.
We were like, ooh, I'll sing this part. But don't sing it with a bunch of people who sing like choir. Ask Trish. She'll tell you they go in. It's all the harmonies.
Absolutely.
It goes hard in the paint. I was in Portugal, and it was, you knew they were us over there singing Happy Birthday. And me and my mom were just like, oh, yay. And these people next to us are like, I've never heard this version of the birthday song before. I was like, oh.
That's the black people version. You ain't heard it yet?
Yeah.
Here it goes.
Here it is. And they're like, wow, this is a long version, because they were over there giving the Howie Bell happy birthday, happy. It was so funny. They were like, oh, wow, this is a new version. Man, it's not new.
It's not new at all.
But anyway, we got birthdays this morning. We want to shout out. And there is somebody that is a part of our Stew Nation. And I don't know who it is. I feel bad. I thought I wrote it down.
K-Love 56. Happy birthday to my mom. Oh, to his mother.
Yes.
Trini Gibson. On tomorrow, we won't be doing the show tomorrow. So we're giving Miss Trini Gibson a happy birthday today.
Happy birthday, Miss
Gibson.
I think it's Fly Ty's birthday on the 4th. I think that's who it is, if I remember correctly, because I was remembering in the chat saying that we celebrating 404 Day will be for him.
I think he's in the chat. So Cuzzo, that's our cousin as well. That's our family. So post if your birthday's coming up, Fly Ty.
I think it's the 4th. I was like, oh, I was gonna remember, and I was supposed to write it down. And then Doug, like paper, I put it somewhere. So I really should have put it in my phone. But anyway, actor, y'all remember him. And oh my God, for him to be this old is so much. Y'all remember Dion Richmond. I never knew his real name, but we all knew and loved him as Bud or Kenny Bud. Don't remember his last name. From the Cosby Show. He is 48 today.
Wow, he's 48. Oh,
Bud is 48?
Wow.
Bud is 48.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that is. That's wild.
I didn't realize he was only 7 years younger than me.
You took the words out of my head, man. Get out of my. I was like, nah, he wasn't that much younger.
Yeah.
Why did I think he was so much younger than us?
I don't know. I mean, I guess because we saw his character, but still, like when I watched kid actors growing up, I knew I was about the same age as them, but I just for some reason thought I was much older than old Bud.
I know, me too. But then I didn't realize he was that old. But I don't think I'm that old either. I'm actually younger than him now, so it's all good. Anyway, producer R&B Maverick. I did not know his real name was Robert Lavelle Hugger, but RL is 49 today, so he about to hit the. But I thought he would have been older than me. I'm just very confused. Anyway,
okay, who was that again? I'm sorry.
RL from the group Next. Remember, he's like super producer. RL used to do all. He did a solo career, and I cannot think of not one of his songs. I went looking like it won't come to me, but he did do the duet with Deborah Cox. It's called We Can't Be Friends. We can't be friends. Old school love, back in the day when they did ballads.
I remember Next.
Okay.
Yes, Next the group. Because you always associated them kind of with Guy. They had a whole kind of like that. They were New Jack Swing.
It was Next. They were Next.
Yes.
Right.
Right. Young Jock is 45.
Shouts
Young
out to
Jock
ATL,
ain't young no more.
Jock. Right.
You might take the young out.
Is he still on? Is he still on Atlanta radio? As far as you know,
I believe he is.
Okay.
I believe he is because I feel like I saw something recently that he mentioned or had somebody talking about.
I feel like all these rappers with this young stuff, they just go back to your real name, whatever it is.
Whatever it
You
is.
know what I'm saying? Yeah, Terrence Howard, whatever your name is. Like they use your name.
right?
You know what I'm saying?
When you get a certain age, there should be some type of ceremonial thing where you delete the whole young from your name.
Or
young
little,
Jock,
man.
Lil, right? The little, all of
The
that.
Lils and
Yeah.
the Youngs. Y'all not little and young no more.
Yep, that's what happened with Bow Wow. He took the little off. He just became Bow Wow. But if your name, like that means he's just gonna be Jock, and I got a feeling he's gonna have a legal issue with it.
With just being Jock. Yeah.
You know what though? It's probably branding as well. I mean, that's what we know them by. We can't just start calling them Trevor.
What's his real name? Is that his real name? Like
I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We wouldn't associate him, the person, with their real name right now, and so
Right.
a lot of that's branding. I'm assuming. I'm thinking.
Yes, I believe definitely, and it costs so much I'm trying to look up his real name. It costs so much to try to do that. His real name is Jasiel Jasiel Amon.
Amon. That's why you don't want to change. Go to Jasiel Amon. Jasiel Amon. They be like, who?
Right.
He's not even close. Comedian Carlos Miller is 43.
Carlos Miller.
Yep.
That's
Shout
my
out
guy.
Carlos. Quavo of the Migos is 35. Marvin Gaye would have been 87 today, y'all. Remember when? Oh God, I love Marvin Gaye. That voice, boy, the voice and the mind.
Yo, you remember when Marvin Gaye, his old man, killed him? You remember that day, that morning?
No, that was
I think
big.
it was Saturday morning.
That was big, bro. And people in Detroit, I remember seeing my family members crying and all that stuff.
Dog, I was about to say, my father was I don't think my father
Yeah.
cried, but my father was real emotional that morning, dog. I remember
Yeah,
that.
man. Yeah. I remember it being a thing. Like, wow.
Yes.
That was like the first celebrity kind that I remember that everybody being like, in the black culture at least, like really upset they got killed. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And my mom had to take to her bed for 2 days. That was her boyfriend in her mind. And
man, everybody, that's Marvin Gaye. You know what I'm saying?
We were just like, why is she so sad? That's what fueled our love for like mine is Prince. So I had to take to my bed when he died. Lord Jesus, I'm still sad.
But then when it came out that Marvin Gaye's father killed him, that
was rough.
That just made it that much worse.
And I guess this is Tree posting. It was on a Sunday morning. It was an Easter Sunday morning.
Wow, that was Easter Sunday. No wonder it was so used.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, we want to shout out coming up birthdays. Eddie Murphy is tomorrow. He'll be 65. Paris Jackson, 28, and Ari Spears will be 51. But Eddie Murphy oh my God, he's senior citizen. He still look good though, Eddie. You doing it?
Eddie looking good. Look like but
he looks good for 65. He definitely
probably got a trainer, and he probably got a nutritionist and all of that.
Yeah, he's eating very well. You know what I'm saying? You know,
he got 2 kids. They gonna say,
hey, he ain't eating Takis and drinking red soda pop. You know what I'm saying?
Red dye number 59. No, that's
no.
With them little bit and the children that are probably keeping him young.
This was old people. This is old people saying back in the day. I brought you in this world, and I'll take you out. That's what Marvin Gaye daddy was saying. They had some type of dispute, and he pulled out a pistol and shot him.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Damn.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Fly Tie won. My baby boy birthday was yesterday, and mine is Saturday. Happy birthday to the Simmons family. Happy birthday, family.
Happy birthday.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to get to it because we all over the place this morning. But I want to shout out to our girl Brandy Rayana Norwood, known by the singular name Brandy, who received her Hollywood star on the Walk of Fame.
Oh, that's dope, Brandy.
That's dope.
All
Brandy
right.
is the people call her the vocal Bible. They call her the round the way girl that showed up on the show Moesha and let other round the way girls kind of see, it was Brandy on Moesha. Then there were shows like Girlfriends and Living Single, all this stuff. So Brandy, broke a lot of barriers in that regard.
Damn, she kick you in the ass with them shoes. You're gonna need a rectiotomy. look at them goddamn shoes. What the hell? Is that what they're doing today, Ollie? Is that fashionable today?
I guess that's what they do.
I seen a girl's nails look like that.
Oh my God, that's the
like a girl's nails, right? Wow. Okay.
But shout out to
but congratulations to Brandy, man. Real talent, old school talent.
That baby can sing. If Whitney, who was the voice, they call Whitney the voice, tells you doing big things, you are amazing, you got it. Because Whitney, Mariah's, the Rethas in the world, who really sing, they don't give you no credit unless the credit is earned. So shout out to her. And then of course people noticed that her brother was not present, and she said there's some distance from them right now, and so
it should be. He's an idiot.
And there it is. But legally he is in a legal battle with Kim Kardashian and her mom. So it's his mama and Kim, and Kim's mama and him. And so the courts ruled just yesterday that the Kardashians did not win this one. So back in 2006, look at them back then. Look at how different she looks. Her face has made so many changes. Lord bless her. And but back in 2006, they had that sex tape that came out. It catapulted Kim Kardashian's career, and yet it did not do the same for Ray J, which is weird because usually it does the opposite. But a California Superior Court judge denied the request to seal the $6 million confidential settlement. Remember a while back I reported the chat will remember that I reported about, he was out talking reckless and saying what he was going to say about, and they owe me still $1 million and they owe this much. And so she then went and got a cease and desist, like, hold up, you can't talk about this. But Ray J is saying, yes, I can, because y'all were on Keeping Up with the Kardashians or whatever name of that show is, discussing the sex tape, and you all weren't supposed to. So the judge has agreed with him. Plaintiffs have presented no admissible evidence that disclosure of the settlement agreement and its terms will cause them any harm. So the judge is like, the book is open. Y'all about to talk about it. So I have a feeling we're about to hear about whatever those secret terms were. Why do y'all think she blew up and he didn't know? Because he was supposed to have and I know y'all don't want to discuss it, but he was supposed to have a really nice set of, God gifted him.
Well, here's the thing. This is nothing new. It was the same situation with Janet Jackson and what's the guy in the white boy name that sings?
Justin Timberlake.
Like Justin Timberlake career continued to elevate, and Janet Jackson, they blackballed her damn near.
For a minute.
So you know what it is, man. We just got to fight so hard, man. We just got to fight.
I don't know. I think the Kardashians in general are a little more popular branding, behind it. And I think they had like some kind of, for entertainment purposes, they had like a little thing going. So I think it just kind of helped boost that brand. All of it to me is out of my age bracket. I particularly watch shows like Kardashians or did not care about the sexual experience between Ray J and Kim Kardashian. Like, this didn't make my top 10 things to know about. I didn't give a damn when it happened then. And today I don't give a damn, actually, about anything happening with Ray J and Kim Kardashian and how good she looked then and how she looks fake now. Let me tell you something, man. We got other things going on right now. Let me tell you something.
Right.
You're right.
Your boy said yesterday that we can't pay for health care, Medicare, Medicaid, but we got money. We need all the money we can for this war that we have nothing to do with.
I watched 2 hours of United States birthright citizenship case yesterday. When we go to Kim Kardashian and Ray J, I feel like I'm
Right.
Like
I feel like I just left a steak to go eat a later.
Right.
Right. It's very true. I just am interested in because of my law background. I ain't teasing you. I'm talking about no. I'm saying I'm always very interested in the legal, like how the legal part of this whole thing is working, because they are doing a whole bunch. But moving on from them, we want to send our, as we say, hopes and thoughts and prayers to Megan Thee Stallion. As you all might know, she is doing Moulin Rouge on the on Broadway, and yesterday mid-show she's like having heart palpitations, she can't breathe, all kinds of things are happening, so they have to literally stop the show and take her to the hospital. So she of course is sat out Wednesday night's performance. She's supposed to be back today because she's the draw. People are buying their tickets to come see her in Moulin Rouge. They were showing an excerpt and she goes into one of her rap songs. And I was like, that wasn't in Moulin Rouge, even though I didn't see it. But that's what people are, giving. Somebody say it's giving pregnancy. Whoa, y'all think?
Ooh, right. Possible. Bro, have you ever been in a play?
I have.
You have?
I've done several plays. I started doing plays before comedy and before everything else. Yeah.
Wow. So is it like one of these Mama, I'm hungry, bring me a can of pork and beans? Is it one of them type of movies? Plays, or?
I want to say.
Yeah, no, my arms are too short to box with God.
Right. Don't get it twisted. I love those plays. I actually went to, they redid, was it Set It Off? I think they redid Set It Off.
They did. I heard about that. No, I did. I was doing plays like Zoo Man and the Sign and The Raisin in the Sun and and Jesus Christ Superstar.
You did Jesus Christ Superstar? I did too.
I was Simon Zalatis. You know what I'm talking about?
Wow.
I was so Christ. What more do you need to convince you? I was all that. That's
dope.
Jesus Christ Superstar, the gospel version at the Alliance Theater. They were trying to get it to go to Broadway, and I cannot think of what is his name that everybody want. He's Lord Webber, not Lord. Is it
Andrew Lloyd Webber?
Andrew Lloyd Webber came to see it.
Wow.
So that was pretty exciting. Want to say our poor in battle, the father to all of us. We mentioned the Cosby Show earlier. Cosby just lost the lawsuit on the 30th, civil lawsuit from a young lady from back 50 years ago. He is supposed to be paying her $59.52 million.
Are you serious?
For a sexual assault.
From 50 years ago.
From 50 years ago. Her name.
Wow.
I forgot her name. Motzinger is her last name. Donna Motzinger said in 1972, he came to her diner. She was a waitress. Came to her diner. They went to the comedy show, and she woke up later at her house though with all of her underwear on. So they're of course appealing it, and bless his heart, he is in battle. There's a lot of little legal things happening out there that y'all are gonna read about.
What year did you say?
1972.
And she's getting $50 million?
59, so $60 million.
Lord have mercy. I don't even know how to respond.
I do. I know how to respond. That's a crap. Let me tell you something, man. I don't even know what the hell happened in 1982.
Right.
But I don't know what happened in 1992. You're
92.
Right.
Ask me 2022. Like
2022. What the hell happened in 2022? I mean, but you remember that you were sexually assaulted and you woke up in the bed, in your own bed, mind you, with your clothes off in your house.
And you kept it to yourself for 50 years?
And now you want $50 million for this?
And I don't want to make it sound like that we're siding with
Yeah, man, come on, man. It should be a statute of limitation behind this crap. And I don't know why this is still allowed to even be a case.
That's unbelievable to me. Unbelievable. Hey, Ollie, thank you so much, Ollie. So, Ollie, you can stick around?
Yeah, Doug, yeah.
Okay, great. So a little bit later in trending topic number 4, we're going to talk about our hometowns and something unique to them. But we'll get back to that. When we get back, a little bit Final Four talk. Doug, I'm going to ask you a couple questions. Is your Final Four teams, is any of your Final Four teams that you picked in your bracket still around? And also, man, where do your allegiances align with basketball in the state of Michigan? We'll get into that up next with the Two Live Studios Sports Talk with Hot Sauce. Howie Bell joining me today. Joining us today. Don't go away.
Drops falling on the Buick. I'm trying to find a way to put all my thoughts in my music. Bully beats and be abusive. Wordplay is southern cutting edge. Execution been exclusive. 540 vapes, I'm on repeat. Visits, let me get for entourage. Promise 2 honey packs and a double twitch. Walk out the store, jumped in the Automo crib. I'm playing that Jada Kiss interlude shit. Yo, that big hit. Yo, you gotta admit, even though Jada New York. Hearing this beat, catching this groove, strategically making a move. This is chess, not checkers. Built for official rhyme records. Biff, we paid our dues. Manila envelopes, dimes and nicks, bottles and James, pina colada and OE was the mix. We called it the formula. Mind how you drink that drink beforehand.
Check out our folks, Pee Wee Shine, Apple Music, Spotify. Pee Wee Shine, Apple Music, Spotify Music. Check them out, Pee Wee Shine. Moco's finest. So back to basketball, and I actually had some notes earlier that I could not find, and y'all probably remember that when we were talking about Stoudemire. Also going into the Hall of Fame was Candace Parker. Drew a blank on her name for some reason. She was actually all on TV. Doc Rivers and Ella Deladon. Not too familiar with her, but she's a Hall of Famer. She was a multiple-time WNBA MVP, et cetera, et cetera. So there goes your basketball Hall of Fame class.
I ain't mad at Candace Parker at all.
I'm not mad at Candace Parker. Candace Parker was a beast. But there goes your basketball Hall of Fame class. The 2026 men's Final Four is confirmed. These are your teams: Arizona, Michigan, Illinois, and UConn. First question to your team: do you do a bracket? And if you have a bracket, if you put together a bracket for the NCAA tournament, do you have any of these teams in your Final Four? Did you have any of these teams in your Final Four?
I didn't do a bracket this year. And I usually do a bracket. But you know, the only team that really matters at this time, Tim.
I wanted to ask you that.
Is this one. That's it. Right now, this is the only team that matters.
I wanted to ask you that. So, just like in South Carolina, you know, people from the state of South Carolina, either a Clemson fan or a Carolina fan, South Carolina Gamecock fan. Are you a Michigan State fan, Tom Izzo and the Spartans, or are you a Michigan Wolverines fan? Like, if they play together, who are you rooting for?
You know what? That's an interesting question because I'm from Detroit. We love all our teams. We love everybody. All Detroit teams, we love them all.
I'm not going to let you off the hook.
Hold on. I'm going to give you a direct answer here.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just telling you that we do. We love all our teams. Everybody down to the University of Detroit, Mercy. You know what I'm saying? And who almost made it to the big dance and they lost. They're in the championship game. But anyway, I'm impartial to Michigan because it's just how it has been since I was younger. Michigan has always been, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, Michigan's a little closer than Lansing. You know what I'm saying? You know, Ann Arbor is a little closer to Detroit, than Lansing is. And so, you know, but, you know, I love Michigan State too, though. I love Izzo, and I love everything about them. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, I've been rocking with them a long time, going back to, you know what I mean? Come on, man. Magic Johnson. Go back to Michigan State. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you know, we love Michigan State. I love Michigan State, but Michigan is my squad.
Have you ever been on the campuses? I'm sure you have.
Of course, multiple times. Absolutely.
You ever hooked up with the Michigan State bros, the Michigan bros?
Absolutely.
I actually know a couple of Michigan bros. I've never met a Q. I never met a bro from Michigan State.
So Michigan State single chapter bros. You know what I'm saying? So single letter chapter 2. You know what I'm saying? So you know, yeah, they're really good bros come out of there. You know what I'm saying? Out of that chapter, and good bros, you know, come out of you know, Ann Arbor too. You know what I'm saying?
I actually played a round of golf on the campus of Michigan State. They got a nice ass golf course. They had a big agriculture program in Michigan State, and I got a friend up there, and he set up a round of golf.
5 chapter, single letter too. So
yeah, and it was a great. I mean, beautiful campus, beautiful campus, and a lot of these campuses is just massive money they put into these universities and the campuses and whatnot. But yeah, so
I performed at the University of Michigan. I think I did Michigan State once, but I performed at the University of Michigan a few times. You know what I'm saying? Doing comedy. Yeah. So Yeah, I like they put me on the payroll. They like, when you in comedy, you usually get paid the night of and all that. Nah, I had to wait to get paid like when the staff and when the janitors get paid. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Wait 2 weeks.
that doesn't sound right. That shouldn't happen.
Yeah, they put me on the payroll. I was in the system.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm assuming that there's probably a little bit more allegiance, especially from the black community, to Michigan because of the Fab Five, Webber and all of those guys. But you did have Mateen, Cleaves, and Magic at Michigan State.
So let me say it's more black allegiance probably to Michigan State, and I'm gonna say that because Ann Arbor, I'm gonna be, we've had our issues with Michigan with racism and all these type of things in Ann Arbor and their admissions and all that type of stuff going on with Michigan. So there is a little bit of a black eye on Michigan for that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You do have a lot of black people that gravitate to Michigan State, especially a lot of our Cass Tech graduates, at least they used to, because of the green and the white and all that. A lot of them used to go to Michigan State. It was like a natural thing to leave. Cass Tech is one of our top schools, if not the top high school in Detroit.
I know Cass Tech.
Yeah, a lot of those people go all over the world.
My chapter, bro, Reggie Eady. I think he went to Cass Tech.
Reggie Eady, absolutely, which is a very good brother. Very good. Hey, Reggie Eady, man, shouts out to Reggie Eady. Coming from Detroit, you know what I'm saying? Going to South Carolina, doing his thing. And dog was the head of Sinai Grace Hospital in Detroit, dog, for many years.
So my chapter,
he's incredible. He's incredible.
My profile, Reggie Eady, and we're on in Detroit, WGPR 107.5. My chapter, bruh, 88, Death Row 17, Reggie Eady, GQ, pledged me back in spring of 1990. He has run several hospitals. He's actually running a hospital down, I think, in Tampa or Orlando.
He's down in Florida now. Yeah.
He's in Florida right now. Very proud of that, bro. But he went to Cass Tech. Cass Tech is like, the I don't know. I'm trying to give an Atlanta reference to it.
Whatever the top public school is in Atlanta. So it's a public school.
And I'm drawing a blank. What's the name of the high school? What's the name of the high school you went to? Benjamin Mays. High School.
Cass is more like Grady, though. Midtown. They call it Midtown, though. But Cass and Renaissance are more like Grady High School.
Okay. I was thinking about a popular high school. So Mays High School in Atlanta is one of the biggest, most recognized black high schools in Atlanta.
So you got top three in Detroit. You got Cass Tech, Renaissance, like you said, at King High School. I graduated from King.
Okay.
And so, but my daughter graduated from Cass Tech, and she's now at her second semester at Alabama A&M.
Okay. All right.
Carly Bell. Shouts out to her real quick.
That's what's up. So yeah, I always wondered about the Michigan State, where your loyalties lie, in that conversation, because
Michigan, we love the Fab Five, bro. Of course, you know what I'm saying. I mean, but we love Mateen Cleaves. You know what I'm saying? In his crew, we love them. People in love with Izzo. You know what I'm saying? So, it's a little bit of a thing there. But we got other good basketball. I'm telling you, Oakland University here went, you know what I'm saying? They had a run a couple years ago. They were really good. University of Detroit Mercy, I mentioned them earlier, pretty good. We love our school. We love everything Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you this, man. If there's a team out there to beat that Michigan team, I haven't seen them yet. Michigan is a monster. I've watched the last two games, obviously, in the tournament, man. Hadn't watched a lot of them all year long because, just because. But I don't see any of these teams beating Michigan, man. They're on a mission right now.
They got really good defense, man. They're tall. They're long. They run the point really good with the young brother, man. They're good, man. You know what I'm saying? Before you think you hanging with them, next thing you know, you down 15. You know what I'm saying? So these guys are really good. They've won their last 4 games of the tournament by 90-plus points.
Yes.
I mean, not by 90-plus points, but scoring 90.
Scoring 90 points, right.
Yeah.
And that rarely happens in college basketball. Yeah. Teams don't score 90 points in college basketball.
Right.
But this Michigan team is a beast, and it's going to be a great – whatever the matchup is in the finals, it's going to be a great, great matchup. Hey, listen, if you like to be on the Two Live Stews and chop it up with us, you can. All right, whatever the topic is, whatever's in the news, email me, sme.dougstewart@gmail.com, and we'll kind of put you on a standby list. And whenever there's something going on with your particular topic that you're interested in. We'll get you on live on a segment of the show to chop it up. Talk your shit. Also, you saw the commercial a little bit earlier. My daily job is life insurance. I am in life insurance, in retirement planning, investing, but in particular life insurance. If you need to get a life insurance policy to protect your family, and in particular, if you live in the state of Georgia, give me a call, 678-770-8073. I want to be your life insurance agent, and I got you covered. All right. Howie Bell joining us today on the Two Live Stews Sports Talk with Hot Sauce, Texas Pete Hot Sauce. It was something I wanted to mention to you about. Oh, I wanted to get your thoughts on Michigan football. Michigan Wolverines football team or Michigan State Spartans football team? Which one are you a bigger fan of? Do you follow more?
Both, but I'm a bigger Michigan football team as well.
Okay.
But I can't hold you up. But I can't hold you up though. I can't hold you up. You know what I'm saying? I represent the D, baby, and I love Michigan State football too. So don't trip.
So in relation to distance, how far is it to Michigan, Ann Arbor, and how far is it to Michigan State from Detroit, from downtown Detroit? I don't remember when I actually went to Michigan State. I don't remember how long the ride was.
I live in downtown Detroit now. I was born and raised on the east side. Grew up on the west kind of, but born and raised on the east. Yeah. But I live downtown. So from here to Lansing, Michigan, where Michigan State is, it's like an hour.
Okay. That's easy. That's an easy trip. Right?
Hour, 5 minutes, whatever. From here, downtown Detroit to Ann Arbor is more like 27 minutes. Okay. 28 minutes, not quite 30. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
From downtown. You know what I'm saying? So it's basically half the time to get to Ann Arbor than it is to get to Lansing.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. Now, what are your? We talked about this in the pre-show today, and you're watching the Two Live Stews and the Two Live Stews experience. You've been in this comedy game for how many years? What year did you first start doing comedy?
First started doing comedy as very brand new, 1995.
1995. So you've been in this comedy thing for 31 years.
Yes.
What do you think about the state of comedy and in particular the emergence of these what I call internet comedians that are blowing up? I saw a little Country Wayne do an interview with, who was it? I can't remember who he did the interview with, but Lil Wayne says he makes like so many millions of dollars from these videos, and he don't even want to do stand-up anymore because he's making money on the internet. Like, what's your thoughts about, from an old school comic, a guy that came in doing it the hard way, what I would call a hard way, to how it's being done today? And a lot of these internet guys, they are good, but they got a much different trick to fame than you did and comedians before you.
Yeah, I come from the era where you had to wait in line to get on stage, sign the lists, and you wait in line from. I remember when I moved to LA, you had to wait in line at the Laugh Factory to go up on their open mic from like 7 in the morning. And then so the show didn't start till 8 o'clock at night, and so you had to wait in line, sign the list, and you might go up, maybe.
Wow.
So I come from that era. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I come from the era where you could be on the list and you could get bumped all the way off the show. So this is live performance. This is live entertainment era I come from. This is all pre-social media. All of it. You have to literally earn your way on the microphone, earn your way to stay on the microphone, and earn your way to become a headliner, and then you make the money. So now everything has changed. So with social media, it allowed people to become comedians that would never even think about going to do a live performance, because live performance is stand-up comedy. That's different. But being a comedian is social media. It opened the doors for people to be able to do that and to monetize themselves and make the money that we couldn't make. You know what I'm saying? At that time.
And you can't be mad at somebody for making money.
No, you can never be mad at them. I don't think that people are mad at them.
Right.
I think where the problem is with authenticity. And when it comes to stand-up comedy.
Well, I mean, there are some people mad at him. I saw an interview I think Faison Love did. And Faison Love is very critical of these guys.
Yeah, well, he's critical because he ain't making the money that they're making. And he's not doing the things that they're doing, so he's critical.
Right.
I'm not making the money they make, but I'm not critical like that because I see what it is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They're in a different genre of comedy. And you know, with social media, you can make money. You can make money from videos and clips, and this is a different way to create a source of income. You can't be mad at that.
Right.
But when it comes to stand-up comedy on the stage, this is where people get their panties in a bunch and for good reason, because they're not the same, and they feel like some of the internet comedians try to cheat their way to the stand-up. That's where the problem is.
Right.
So they feel like they want to jump because they got the followers to jump to the live performance, and they do, but when they go, they wind up not doing very well.
Right. Go ahead.
Because it's a different genre, it's a different animal, it's a different muscle.
Right.
And stand-up comedy is way different from, the camera. So that's where the discrepancies come in at on who's a comedian and who's not and these type of things. And you just got to look at it from a critical angle, man. These guys have made their way, and I love them for it.
Yeah.
But they're not stand-up comedians per se. Some of them are. You got your Shuler Kings, you got your Brian Davis.
That's how the Shuler King.
Even Country Wayne. I mean, some people have made their way, you know what I'm saying, into the stand-up comedy realm, and they're doing very well.
Are you a Drewski fan? You've seen the big news, the controversy with him and the Erica Kirk stuff. What do you think about Drewski and his type of comedy?
Drewski is funny, man. He's a funny guy. I didn't like the sketch he did on the Bros. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can't be doing no shit like that. We don't play like that. Don't do that.
He did that sketch about the Bros, man. I was like, hold on, man. But at the same time, he's a comic. He's a comic, and you know what I'm saying? And things are, everything is free. It's comedy. It's comedy, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I like what he's doing as far as that. Now, as far as his stand-up comedy, I don't know. I've never seen him on stage.
What about
Funny
Marco? Funny Marco. You know
Funny
him?
Marco.
You're familiar with him?
I know who that is. Yeah. I know
Guy that
Funny
does
Marco.
the interviews and always has this serious face when somebody tells a joke.
Yeah.
Who else? Drewski, Kay Connett.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah. So you're right. It's a lot of these guys, man, that have made a path for themselves. You can't be mad.
There's no way to be mad. It's just when they try to cross over into stand-up comedy is where it gets sticky because some of them come arrogant. You can't come arrogant to stand-up.
Yeah.
Because that ain't your cup of tea.
It's almost like the bros, kind of like nah, you a youngin'. You got to sit back. You got to learn. You got to talk to your pro fights. You got to see how the game is really played and what this thing is all about. All right, when we get back from the break, last 48, the biggest memes in the Two Live Stews Facebook chat group over the last 48 hours. My man Howie Bell, E Square 92, Benedict College, Mighty 6D joining me today. Ryan is on vacation. We'll be back on Monday, so don't go away. Two Live Stews.
Bro.
Are you tired of workouts that leave you feeling drained? Do you want to push your limits without compromising your health? Introducing NPE, the ultimate pre-workout powerhouse. NPE is packed with natural plant-based ingredients that fuel your body and mind. We're talking about sustained energy, enhanced focus, and accelerated recovery. All this while giving your immune system a powerful boost. But NPE doesn't stop there. It also stimulates circulation, enhancing blood flow throughout your body. And it doesn't just improve your workout performance, it also boosts fertility and sexual drive in both men and women. Whether you're a seasoned athlete or just starting your fitness journey, NPE is here to help you reach new heights. Don't settle for sluggish workouts. Unleash your inner athlete with NPE. That's natural performance energy. This is not your ordinary pre-workout supplement. Our clients will tell you NPE also stands for natural power, peak performance.
Lou, welcome in. What's your name? What's your name?
Aesthetic, just a little too hood for me.
You're absolutely right. I'm actually very hood from the east side of Detroit, and I love that about me.
Yes, ma'am.
My name is Evan, 27. I don't like. Do you smoke?
Smoke weed every day.
Yeah.
Faithfully.
Just look a bit smoked out. No disrespect. But yeah.
That's fine.
Sure.
Trust me, I'm not tripping. All I do is I don't drink. I don't smoke cigarettes. So everybody has their vices. Yeah, and I've been through some shit living in Detroit. So if all I do is smoke, I'll take that.
Yeah, it's a limit. Sure.
Yeah. And is he someone, if he approached you, is that your type?
Actually, yes. He's tall. He got a nice watch. I love a man with a watch. It gives business. And his hair looks nice.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
he's actually my type.
God damn. Give your homegirl a business, dog. What's up with that? Hey, welcome back to the show. Doug Stewart, Howie Bell today, filling in for Ryan. Sports Talk with Hot Sauce, Texas Pete Hot Sauce, all of that stuff. Thank you for joining your boys on the 2 live stews.
I like Texas Pete. I only eat Texas Pete when I'm down south, bro.
Absolutely, dog. That's what we do down south. What's the dude? I meant to post something about this, but I got sidetracked. What's the guy named that used to be married? He played in the NBA and used to be married to Tiana Taylor. He does the NBA hits now on ESPN. Arlie, do you know? Hold on, let's get Ollie back in here.
I was trying to think of Shumpert.
Amon Shumpert.
Yes.
Thank you, Ollie. How much weed has that ninja smoked in his life? that man lips are so dark.
I haven't seen him lately.
Oh my gosh, this dude got the blackest lips in the history of black lips. Nothing wrong with black lips. I mean, a lot of us just naturally have them. But god damn, next time you turn on the NBA show, look at him.
He could be smoking Black and Miles too. He could be smoking.
Oh, he's absolutely smoking black. He's smoking black and something.
Black and something.
It might not be bad. It could be black and action oriented, but it's definitely a lot of weed. He smokes a lot of weed. All right, welcome back to the show. Let's jump into these last 48 memes, the biggest memes in the 2 Hour Tunes Facebook chat group. Let's get it, Tree. Howie, you know how this works, right? So we got all of these memes and we just going to discuss, man. Let's
get it.
What we do in the internet. Oh, Tree is the greatest. She's the greatest producer in all the producery.
In all the producery.
It's even like 3 or 4 shades darker right now. Bless his heart. And he does a good job. He does a very good job from what I've seen of him commentating about NBA and basketball, all that stuff. But yeah, brother, you put the Chiba down. All right, thank you, Tree. Tree just threw that in there on the fly. See, that's why we got the greatest producer in all producery. All right, let's roll out these last 48. This is from Basketball Hype. They really put Bronny's 91 points in the biggest font. So what this is most combined points scored by father-son duo in the NBA all time. LeBron James, who scored more points than anybody else in the world, even though his son's only been in the league a year, his points combined with Bronny's points is the most by over 5,000, looks like. Then the next guy, which is Dell Curry and Steph Curry, Joe Bryant and Kobe Bryant, Michael Thompson and Klay Thompson, Dolph Shays and Danny Shays. I remember the Dolph Shays name, but I don't even remember his game or anything like that. Where do you fall on this talk about Bronny and LeBron setting it up for his son to play in the NBA, but he doesn't deserve to? He's not that good of a player. What are your thoughts about that whole conversation, Doc?
It's complete nepotism. We all see it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I can play with Bronny. I can post up Bronny. Let me tell you this. I don't even play in the NBA. I can post Bronny up.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, it's nepotism, bro. This is my son. I'm the best player in the NBA. I want my son to play with me.
At the end of the day, dog, it's my son.
It's my son, and I'm the best.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's nepotism. I mean, white people do it all the time. I'm sorry. They hire all kind of kids smoking. You know what I'm saying?
They've been doing this since the beginning of time, as a matter of fact.
Since the very beginning of time. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, he's not a very good NBA player. He's average at best. You get to my Simon Cowell. Average at best in my Simon Cowell voice. But I mean, they did that. They highlighted that for a reason, man, because it looks silly. You know what? Was it yesterday? A couple of days ago, they were running down all of LeBron's records that he owns, that he possesses right now. LeBron got every record in the history of the NBA, man. He got 170 different records that are never, ever going to be broken.
And Ryan thinks that I get on LeBron a lot because I'm a Laker fan, because I'm more of a Kobe fan, because I'm a Jordan fan. But you have to give respect to the king. I mean, this man is one of the few athletes that has really surpassed what we thought he was going to be. Remember now, he was on the cover of Sports Illustrated, skipped high school, went straight to the NBA. Like, this guy's career has been unbelievable. And I give him credit. I give him credit. A lot of things that he's done in his career, like the whole, switching teams and the decision and all of that, from an old school basketball guy that never saw players do that growing up. I'm not a fan of that, but you got to give this guy his flowers, man.
Not only that, LeBron, have you seen him play this season?
Guys,
do this. He's still jumping out the gym, bro. I mean, like, honestly, I had to grow. My respect for him had to grow because I was such a, not a LeBron fan. I was such a Kobe Bryant fan, of course. And but man, I'm honest, man. I've grown to appreciate and respect this dude on another level because not only from what he done his whole career, but look at him now. Yeah. He's still playing very well at a high level. How old is LeBron now?
I think he's 42. Right.
42?
Yeah, he's in his 40s, right.
Come on, man. In his 40s, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable, man. His athleticism, that speaks a lot to his discipline, his training, and all that stuff, man.
Right.
It speaks a lot to that, man.
Absolutely. Shouts out to our folks in Detroit, WGPR 107.5 in Detroit. If you're watching the show right now, whether it's the replay or the live show, couple things we need for you to do. Hit the like button, hit the share button, and subscribe, all right? Subscribe. The way you subscribe is there's a little bell on the top on 2livestudios.youtube.com we're talking. There's a bell at the top that you click on that, and it actually will set up an alert for you whenever we go live, whenever, it hits the internet, whenever we post it or whatever. So 3 things. Help your boys out. Help us to promote the 2 Live Studios and the 2 Live Studios experience. Share, and subscribe.
And like, share, and subscribe, and big shouts out to WGPR 107.5. Quick fun fact for you here as well. 107.5 WGPR in particular, first black television station in America, channel 62.
In America.
First black, I want to say radio station too, but definitely black television station, WGPR channel 62 and 107.5. That is Detroit, bro. You are tuned in to the D. Shouts out to them. Love them. They've been on the station a bunch of times. Shouts out to RJ Watkins. Shouts out to everybody associated with it, man, going all the way back to, all the great producers of the station. I love them, man. I love them to death. Shouts out to WGPR.
Absolutely. Shouts out to WGPR. All right, Tree, next one. Let's run through this next meme. And you're watching the 2 Live Studios experience. You got a couple good ones coming up here.
The Steam, baby.
Slightly mentioned them earlier. 50, are you blind or just committed to being disrespectful? This is allegedly, and you don't know in this day and time because of AI and these people can do so much stuff. I don't know if this is real or not. This is allegedly Erica Kirk replying to the whole Drewski stuff, impersonating her. 50, are you blind or just committed to being disrespectful? That is not me. 50 Cent had something to say about it. You can barely see it at the top. That is not me. Y'all keep posting this man in a wig and makeup like you prove something, and it's getting old fast. Stop playing in my face. Now, this is actually Erica Kirk responding to Drewski. I don't know if she understands, but she's falling right into the trap. That's what he wants her to do, is to respond.
Is this actually her making these responses? Because I've seen a couple.
No, I just thought it was interesting to talk about the whole Drewski skit and how, like, he's gotten over, I want to say 100 million views.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah.
He's gotten over 100 million views for this video where he's imitating Charlie Kirk's widow, Erica Kirk. I mean, you're doing, if this is true, you're doing exactly what dude wants you to do.
Yeah. And you know what, man, Erica Kirk, man, I think she's made, if this is true that she's making these responses, I think she's made more responses to this than Charlie Kirk being killed.
You're exactly right.
I'm sorry, man. I mean, like, it's like she's putting more attention on this than her husband actually getting assassinated or killed or whatever you want to call it.
Doug, so who's doing this man's makeup? I mean, now you can still see he got, like I said the other day, he got a big ass hog head now.
Yeah.
But Like that looks like a white chick. And I heard that Marlon and Sean are talking about doing another white chicks movie, and they're saying that they're definitely, if they do,
they're going to include him in it.
They're going to include him in it and give him a cameo.
They should. I mean, it worked. You know what I'm saying? It worked very well. It's funny. And, man, to be fair, people have been making fun of politicians forever, bro.
Right.
Saturday Night Live has made fun of every politician you can think of since they've been on the air. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that, if she is upset, though, get over it. You know what I'm saying? Right. It is what it is. It's what comedians do. But the problem is comedians always touch on some truth. So that's where people get offended at.
From RC in Minnesota, he says, her saying stop playing in my face makes me think it's not her responding.
Yeah, she wouldn't say stop playing.
That's not something a colonizer would say.
That's they don't say that. They don't talk like that.
But it's fun to talk about over here on this show. All right, next one, Tree, and you're watching the Two Live Stews Experience. You're watching the Two Live Stews Experience. Howie Bell. Here we go. World star hip hop Boosie is back with another hot take. And he said this several times. Long story short, Boosie says R. Kelly would smoke Michael Jackson in the verses. Studio audience, Boosie said it, not us.
Hey, man, listen, Boosie smoke a lot of weed, too, as much. Say that. Smoke Michael Jackson? Come on.
Now, listen, I like R. Kelly's music as much as the next guy. And
I do, too.
You could probably make a debate better singer. A lot of people, but not Michael Jackson, because Michael Jackson got an extra gear that R. Kelly never had, and that's the whole dancing thing. That's the whole entertaining thing.
Yeah.
I mean, this is ridiculous.
Here's the thing. So they would probably have to add all the songs that R. Kelly wrote for other people too. You know what I'm saying? Because he did write and produce other songs, a lot of them. Right. And so if you add those in, that's probably what he's more of the angle. Whoever said that's coming from, Boosie, that's probably more of the angle he's coming from, because R. Kelly does have a huge catalog. But smoke Michael Jackson is smoke. That means like blow him out. I mean, blow him out. That means just like
that's too much. That's too much.
Yeah, that's too much. And I think people need to understand the use of when they use certain words, what they mean. And he would, he would not smoke Michael Jackson. I mean, he just wouldn't.
That's just crazy. And I like Boosie. I like whenever he does a little thing on what's the guy, the white guy named Vlad. Whenever he's on Vlad TV, he's very funny. He's quick-witted. I love his
actually a cool guy. I had a chance to meet him in Atlanta at the Real Milk and Honey restaurant in Atlanta a few months back, man.
Marvin Child says R. Kelly would. Till Dog, go back to Till Dog Tree, and you're watching Two Live Stews. We're reading chat if you're listening on WGPR. Boosie on the lean for real when he says that. Yeah,
he tripping. Yeah,
he tripping. Yeah. Now, R. Kelly is more of Lil Boosie's era, but come on, son. You can't say nothing ignorant like that. You just can't say ignorant stuff and not get checked on it.
Somebody said Chris Brown was better than Michael Jackson before, though. So I've heard it. I've heard that before too. So I mean, like, you got people that kind of outgrow eras and they think, you know what I'm saying? Like I used to love New Edition, especially coming up. And I remember my parents telling me, man, they ain't nothing but the Temptation. They ain't nothing but the Temptation. And I remember hearing that, like, no, they different. You know what I'm saying? But think about the people that grew up watching the Temptations.
Yeah, you grew up.
There's no other better group than the Temptations. You know what I'm saying?
Whoever, I mean, it's in all music. Like, you're right. We follow who was hot at the time of our formative years, okay?
Sure.
So when we talk about hip hop, I'm talking about KRS-One and Rakim and artists like that. And these young guys are talking about
young or Lil whoever.
Lil Yachty and whoever.
Yeah, young. As long as it's a young or a little to it.
Right, exactly. All right,
so when we talk about Chuck D and, you know what I'm saying, they like, get out of here. You know what I'm saying?
And when we talk about Michael Jackson, they're talking about Usher and they're talking about Chris Brown. But here's the thing. I always say to the young people, to the YNs, is you got to talk to somebody that's seen them all. you really can't comment because you didn't see Michael Jackson in his glory.
You didn't.
You know what I'm saying? I can keep it real about young people and say, yeah, this young artist is epic. He's legendary. He's in the same conversation with so-and-so.
Right.
But a younger person that didn't see those guys back in the day, I don't think they can even be in the.
But even now, the young generation wouldn't get like they, you know what I'm saying? Like they didn't have R&B is no more though. Like that's kind of an old genre of music. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
and you know what?
Really
I respect older cats' opinions. I say this all the time because I was just talking about how our Uncle Donnie was talking about how Jim Brown is the greatest running back ever, bar none. And I was like, and he's seen Jim Brown. He's a big football fan, so he's seen OJ. He's seen Barry Sanders. He was like, none of them are a better running back than Jim Brown. And
see what I'm saying?
I tend to say he's probably right because I know his sports acumen, his sports IQ. I know that he's watched sports since the 50s, and he's seen all these guys. I can't comment on Jim Brown. You see what I'm saying? But he swears to death Jim Brown is eons better than any running back that's ever stepped on a
It's the same
field.
thing in basketball with Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain.
Right.
They feel like those guys like Jim Brown, they played against dudes that worked at the plant. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They worked at the plant, then they came to play sport, football.
Right. Exactly.
So they didn't have the same conditioning and training like that. So I get that argument too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. You have phenomenal people playing against laymen, really.
Right. Exactly.
So I do get that to a certain degree, but those laymen back there weren't the laymen that they are now. They were still big brute. They were naturally men, strong men.
Right.
So it's a whole different. The men now ain't got that natural strength. Them dudes start working when they were 7 years old, 6 years old, bro.
We call it old man strength where we from, dog.
They really had old man strength back then for real.
There's difference than in the gym pushing weights, bench press, then strong, then old man strong. Old man strong. And they had the old man strong back then. You know what I'm saying? Right. All right, shouts out to WGPR 107.5. If you want to hear the rest of the show, if you want to hear any of the show at all, and watch the video, you can do that at 2livestewsyoutube.com. 2livestewsyoutube.com. We got your native son on today, Howie Bell, joining me. More of Last 48 coming up. We're going to jump in a bunch of chat messages. If you'd like to donate, you can do that. 2livestewsyoutube.com. 2livestewsyoutube.com. All right? Don't go away. We'll be back. We got another hour of the show to do. Don't go away. Welcome back to the show. I guess he had to go take a little tinkle. Howie Bell, comedian extraordinaire, joins me on the Two Live Stews experience today.
Yeah.
Hey, Tree, do you have that new flyer with the QR code that we put together over the last couple of days? You can promote that a little bit. You are watching the Two Live Stews experience. Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart. If you're new to the show, I should have said this earlier. We invented this whole damn thing. As far as brothers, barbershop talk, sports stuff, under the shade tree, shit talking, whatever, yada, 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 yada. Way back 25 years ago. Shouts out to Mason, Cam, Shannon, and Ocho and all of them dudes. But we are the originators of this style. Of Kung Fu. Yeah. Take a screenshot of this. Do us a favor and help us market. Take a screenshot of this. Send it to a couple of your friends in your book. And all they got to do if they watch it on their computer, I think they can tap on it as well, a QR code thing. No, you can't tap on it. But if you scan this QR code, it will take you to the page where the most recent show is listed in descending order for almost 2.5 years. I told a story on the last show how when I played golf in Myrtle Beach 2 weeks ago, and one of the dudes in our group had no idea we had been back doing the show for damn 2.5 years.
Wow.
So we're going to pass out a bunch of these Saturday for 404 Day right here in ATL, and take a screenshot and send it to a couple of your friends and let them know that your boys are back. All right. If you'd like to donate, speaking of which, if you'd like to donate to the show, we would appreciate it. Look to the bottom of the chat to the right. There's a dollar symbol or either a heart symbol, depending on when you're watching the show. You know, donate $1, $5, $5,000 if you got it. To a lot of people, $5,000 is chump change. You might have it like that. You can help your boys out. Go ahead, by all means, let's do it. Ryan looks 6'6". Doug looks 5'3". No, that's a picture that was derived from. I'm standing behind him. I am 5'11" and 3/4 inches tall. I'm damn near 6 foot. F what you heard. You listen to this to Ryan Stewart telling I'm 4'8". It's not true. It's not true. Yeah, thank you, Tree.
I don't think height matters.
Right. Damn height. Why is it so big? It's such a big deal to be tall.
I'm 5'7".
Right.
The only thing that matters is this.
Exactly.
She said
Right. Yeah, exactly. And I'm good to go with that. From Lawrence P. Joseph, you can only choose one R&B singer. Who you picking? And is this from the standpoint of how good they sing or how fine they are?
Yeah, which one?
Which one? Let's go with how fine they are. Let's start with that first. For people that have listened to me, and especially on the Doug Stewart show, I got to this conversation a lot because she's got such great music that I like. I am a fan. I am a huge fan of that little red bone up there at the top right, Keisha Cole.
Me too.
I'm a fan of Keisha Cole. Carrie Hilson.
I've been liking her for a long time.
Yeah, I like Keisha Cole. Carrie Hilson, Nivea, and Chrisette Michele. Is Chrisette Michele still invited to the cookout? Isn't she a MAGA, a staunch MAGA supporter? Didn't she have something happen a couple years ago? I'm thinking about somebody.
Yeah, so we were talking about So she was one of the first ones to sing for Trump at his inauguration.
At his
inauguration.
Right, the first.
Yeah,
one.
when he first got elected. Yeah,
right.
That was a big deal because she did it, and other people have done it since then. And they was like, we canceled her, but y'all didn't cancel Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg did. You know what I'm saying?
No, we've canceled Snoop around here.
No, I don't know if Snoop is really canceled. Is he? Is he really?
I think
that's tough.
Snoop. Go ahead.
I'm just saying Snoop. I know when he did the stuff with Trump, people talked about him being canceled, but I don't know if they really went through with the cancellation.
Well, I mean, the only way we'll tell if Snoop got canceled is if right. The only way we'll find out if Snoop got canceled for real is if he drops an album and nobody buys it, or if he has a performance and nobody goes. Kind of like what's about to happen right now with Chili. You heard all this stuff with Chili, right?
Chili's in Chili. She's in a hot bowl of chili. I tell you that.
Hey, bro, it's so bad in Atlanta, man, for Chili right now. And they were about to start this tour with them. Who else is it, Ollie? Ollie can come on and tell us. Who else was it, Ollie?
Who on the tour?
On the tour.
It was In Vogue, Salt and Pepper, and TLC, the T and the C of TLC.
In Vogue and Salt and Pepper has probably pulled Chili to the side. It's like, heifer, you messing with our money.
He did mess with the money, bro.
No, well, Salt done got herself in some hot water, salt and water. She in some hot water, so salt and vinegar, because she came and, sis, don't worry about what people say. Haters on hate and yada, yada. She turned into people hating on you, and that wasn't what it was. People were pulling receipts.
Oh, so she added her 2 cents and it backfired.
She added a sprinkle of salt, and people was like, we will cancel you too. So
they just messed this whole tour up before it started.
So this is from Stewart Media and Entertainment, which is Tree.
Me. No,
you wrote this, okay? Yes. They only cancel the women who go over the MAGA side and not the men. The ish baffles my mind. This is from Marley.
Yes. Because Nick Cannon just did the same thing.
She has a point.
Did it at the exact same time.
But I disagree with y'all. I think Nick Cannon going forward is canceled.
They're not giving him the same vitriol online they are giving Chili. Chili, I literally saw a rest in peace post. They had a picture of Chili, and they're like, she used to be this.
I saw that too.
They have rested her in peace. Like they are.
Now let me say this. We got into this conversation when the story first hit the airwaves a couple of days ago. I don't think, for me personally, I don't have a problem if you're a Republican or if you're a conservative because you don't like, the liberal ways of the Democrats, allegedly, yada, yada, yada. But if you support MAGA, you are dead to me. Like, I don't want to be your friend no more.
I wholeheartedly agree because that means we have a fundamental
difference that we will never see eye to eye because I just can't understand how you can support this guy in office. If you support this guy in office, we can never be on the same page. That's my thing.
That means you support pedophilia, you support, all these other sexual assaults on women. You support going and chasing regular human beings who just going along their day, and you're going to put them in an encampment, Alcatraz-like space with alligators. We don't know what even happened to these people. You bomb 150 little girls in a whole country way over there, got nothing to do with you. And you think we friends. We can't be.
Now check this out. I'm gonna take it even further. You'll be surprised how many black men support Donald Trump right now, especially on social media.
Yes.
You'll be so surprised.
It's shocking. It's shocking.
It's mind-boggling, bro.
It's mind-boggling. It is.
Absolutely.
And black women. Black women, though. It's like a thing.
The thing with Chili is we got receipts. They got receipts. They found the receipts on Chili. She donated, and let me tell you, I had a conversation with my LB about this. She's dating a white dude right now.
Yes.
And she in like 17 different donations to the Trump campaign donated like $800. It comes out to like $70 each time.
Right.
I think she did that just to say to her husband, "I'm with you. I support you and your whatever you're supporting."
And they're
not married. I'm sorry, they're not married. I think they're just dating. But yeah, I think she did that.
But then she reposted the picture of. She reposted the picture of Michelle Obama and Barack Obama with the monkey joint, bruh.
She says that was a mistake. But still, you don't make a mistake like that.
I know what I post on my page.
Right. I know what I post on my page, too. I've never made a mistake like that.
Come on, but what I would like is I want to equal, like when we cancel Chrisette Michelle, because Chrisette Michelle's career, it was taken. She wasn't even a MAGA supporter. What she did was go sing at one of the balls.
And make like 200 grand. Right.
She made 750,000.
Right. I mean, it's hard to turn down
Snoop Dogg did it, and Nelly. And Nelly.
They go do the ball. She did it the first term. Snoop Dogg and Nelly go do it the second term. After Snoop was hardcore, hate this dude and all that stuff. And let me correct you, Howie Bell. You are right. There are some black women who support. There is a whole group. It's 92% that voted for Kamala Harris. 92% of black women, where other numbers were skewed in different places. We stand 10 toes down with ours. So you can't 92 get you an A every time. The rest of them numbers, y'all got the men and the Hispanics. We go vote for Trump, Monsieur Trump, all that stuff. Yeah, y'all getting what you got, what you voted for.
Thank you, Ollie.
I'm not part of y'all, so they make sure you don't put me in that shit.
Last one back up, Tree. The last one. No, the last post. I'm sorry. It was somebody saying that, and I made this statement the other day. I think it was Julius C. saying that black celebrities really only concerned about their tax bracket. And I made that point the other day. Like, there's a line of demarcation when you make so much money and you're so famous. It seems like that black celebrities side more so with Trump because they feel like it's going to be better for their tax situation. Like, screw everything else.
So is that good though? Like my man, I seen the text on it. Act like that's excusable.
Right.
So just because, it's the money thing. I don't care about MAGA. It's about the money. Well, you supporting MAGA. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. Quit trying to wash everything away.
I don't think he's trying to make an excuse for it. I think he was just making a point. But you're exactly right.
I'm not mad at him.
Right.
But some people think like that. Like I'm a conservative and I'm supporting MAGA only because. No, you're still supporting MAGA. It's no only because. And everything about them is eliminating your black ass.
And I'm serious, man. Listen, if you're watching the show right now, a couple of white guys that I grew up with, man, that me and Ryan grew up with, man, we started seeing all this stuff they started posting online, and we was like, we hanging out with you, we playing marbles with you in the sand and doing all of these stuff, and this is how you felt the whole time we knew you. It hurts.
It does, man.
If you are supposedly one of my friends, whether on social media or growing up back in Moco, and you are a staunch MAGA supporter, do us all a favor and just unfriend me
Straight up
right now.
Straight up. Don't argue with me online. Don't go back and forth.
I want to go back and forth.
I don't want to go talk to your MAGA people. You go talk to them. Don't talk to us over here that don't care about that, that don't like that, that's not into that. Don't try to convince me that you are this or that and you want to do this for the greater good of the culture. No, you're not. You're doing this because you over there with it. You know what I'm saying? You straddling the fence. You house nigga. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, excuse me. You know what I'm saying?
Run it.
I mean, you can't come over here, come to out in the field and tell us what the hell going on in the house. We don't give a damn about that. We already know how the man that you sleep that's in the house sleep treating us out here. Damn. So you're gonna try to tell me how we should be grateful because what? Hey man, listen. We in an era of insanity, bro. A lot of these people are insane, especially in politics. Right. Because I mean, how do you just wash away everything that has been going on over the last
30,000 documented lies in his first term?
Bruh, come on, man.
Not even counting now in the second term. The Washington Post has 30,000 plus documented lies. Verifiable lies. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
And they all lie.
They all lie, but
they
this
all
guy's
lied
to the highest of liativity.
And look dead in the camera and lie and act like you a fool if you question it, bro. We dealing with people that don't want freedom of speech. They don't want freedom of press. They don't want you to be armed. They don't want nothing. They want to control you, bro. That's why they want AI to be involved in everything. Right. Bro, they are taking, let's get back to sports. They're taking the AI situation. They're trying to take the umpires out of baseball. They're trying to put the AI in football with the, things with maybe the inch, to reach a first down marker, what have you. Other things, debatable things. They're getting ready. Everything is shifting, bro. We are in a different place. You know what I'm saying? And lies are the foundation of the new era. It's all built on lies.
Bro,
you don't know what to believe.
You just use the term that kind of references the term I use all the time is bizarro world. You remember on Superman, there was Bizarro Superman?
Sure, he had the block face.
Yeah. Right. Everything on Bizarro World was the opposite of the way it was in our world.
That's right.
And it's like Bizarro World right now. Like, I can't believe the stuff is happening right in front of our face. And it's like we know we should do something and say something, but we've done it over and over and over, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. From Sydney Action Jackson, even sadder, a lot of these HBCU presidents are closet MAGA too. The school Molly wife works at, the old press, is one of those who went and cooned for Cheeto during his first term. Yeah.
Because they don't get the funding. So if they don't kiss up to MAGA and Trump, they don't get the funding, so-called funding. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Funding is already there. They're supposed to get. So it's like, man, this whole thing, man.
It's billions of dollars. That's another whole show we could do. It is billions of dollars that the federal government has stolen from HBCUs over the last 50 years. Billions. And they're just taking it right in front of our eyes. And once again, one of those things it's nothing we can do, it seems like. From D'Amico Sydney, Artemis 2 pilot, Victor Glover makes history as first black astronaut to reach the moon. Well, they haven't reached the moon yet, and they aren't going to land on the moon. They're going to circle around the moon.
Yeah, they're going to circle the moon, right?
Now, from what I understand, this gentleman, shouts out to Victor Glover. He's a Sigma, but I want to remind people that Ronald McNair, the first black man in space, died in the space shuttle Challenger. He was the Qs. That was 40 years ago. So, I mean, shouts out to the Sigmas, but I mean, don't act like the Qs ain't been in space.
Yeah, Ron McNair. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I mean, come on. Look up Ronald McNair if you forgot. I mean, he's the first black man in space, and he's the bruz all day long. All right. From Red Stick Poodle, I can't wait to hear what Doug thinks about this moon mission. Oh, so Howie, I've had a long-standing opinion that we never went to the moon. And it's all based on the fact that the last time we went to the moon was 1969. It's been over 50 years, and we haven't been back yet. And even yesterday, if you were watching yesterday before they launched off, they had like 3 or 4 things go wrong that they were about to scrub the mission.
I saw that. Yeah.
And we've had several accidents and several people die. And but the point is, if we were able to make it to the moon in 1959, take video, fire the thing back up and come back to Earth 50 years ago, technology today is, I don't know, 1,000,000 times better than it was in 1969. We should be able to go to the moon every hour on the hour if we wanted to, but that's not been the case. It's a very hard thing, evidently, to get back to the moon. So I believe, and there's been movies made about it. You remember the Capricorn, whatever movie, where they talked about these conspiracies and how it was all because of the Cold War. We were going back and forth with Russia.
Sure.
So it was all about dominance and technology and who was ahead in those races. And I just don't believe that we went to no goddamn moon in 1969. Oh, that's bullshit.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, the older I get, I believe that like everybody else. The older I get, I am questioning some things, like who set the camera up when they first came off.
They got an explanation. No, I'm telling you, they have an explanation for everything. For every argument that you could come up with, they've got, like, I call them shills. They got these people on the inside that have somewhat of a reasonable response to any question you have about that. Yeah, who the hell set up the camera?
And was it windy that day? Because that flag is straight out. So if you look at that,
right.
The flag is like stiff out. I don't know. It's things that make you question. But you never know, man. I believe they wanted everybody to feel like this, to not know what they know, because when something really happens, they don't want us to really question it. I'm telling you, man, we're in that space.
Right. We
are questioning everything we see. We used to know what an interception was. We don't know anymore.
Yeah.
We just look at the playoffs. It was a fumble. It was a fumble into the end, and it became a touchdown. I don't know what's the fumble anymore.
You don't know what's what anymore.
The Lions played the Rams. The Rams fumbled and winning. It was a touchdown. I don't know what's a touchdown or fumble. I don't know what's what, bro. We're questioning our own eyes with everything, not just science. Yeah. Not just with that, but with everything.
Yeah, and listen, for people tuning in for the first time, think I'm some type of conspiracy theorist. I am not a conspiracy theorist. I do believe a lot of bullshit be happening that they be lying to us about. I do believe that. I'm very rational with this whole thing about the moon. I'm very rational about this, thing, and not one of these people. I'm not one of these flat Earth people or anything like that. I just got a lot of questions, and once again, the main question is, we should be able to do this shit every day if we wanted to, and we haven't been able to. A lot of other countries are still scheduling these moon missions, and they're pushing them back 2, 3, 4 years. What? We did this back in 1969. This should be easy peasy. Mm-hmm. Like I used to say to my daughters, this should be easy, but it's not. And that's very, very suspect. Very suspect. Is that the last one, Tree? That's the last one, Tree?
Check your phone right now. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Tree. Skip it. You remember Popeye? Popeye used to go skip it. Let's see. Okay. Oh, okay. Kirk Cousins, former Atlanta Falcons quarterback, evidently going to sign with the Raiders.
Is he?
Oh, this is breaking news. This is breaking news sounder. Oh,
read the link, honey.
Damn, Tree, I'm doing a lot of things here. You got me all over the place. Let's see. Yeah, we got to do better. We got to formalize this a little better than we're doing right now. The Las Vegas Raiders have found their backup quarterback for Fernando Mendoza, who everybody thinks is going to be the #1 pick. They're signing former quarterback Kirk Cousins with the Raiders. And we don't care about Kirk Cousins really anymore, Tree. And you're watching the Two Off Stews experience. Did we lose Howie? Or did he go use the bathroom?
I don't know, but let's do story number 4. I'm trying to run the show here. You talking about I'm doing 50 things. So am I. I just want you. I said, read your text. It is important, even though you don't like him, right?
No, we don't like Kirk Cousins.
The gimp. That's what Ryan said when he first came out. He called him a gimp. And we were like, Ryan, you can't say that. And then he got gimped up. He said he walked to the mic limping.
Kirk Cousins, Michigan State.
Oh, really?
That's right. That's right.
We could have said him. Where was he? Where did he come from? We picked him up from somewhere. They just made him
from Minnesota. I think Minnesota or something like
they
that.
Wanted to make him a million. The word on the street was they wanted to make him a millionaire, a multi-millionaire, so he could leave a legacy to his people.
Cousins about to burn down the strip. That's funny. So we got Arlie and Tree back. Welcome back to the show, you guys, you ladies.
The ladies.
So trending topic number 4. We tried to make the day kind of comfortable for our man Howie Bell here, our folk Howie Bell here, and so we got a lot of Detroit-centric conversation today. Right there, you see Hitsville, USA, Motown Museum right there in Detroit, Michigan. So I got a list here of top 5 things unique to Detroit and and I got a list here, okay? So deep Southern migration influence. Due to great migration, Black Detroit culture is heavily shaped by Southern roots influencing local food, music, community, yada, yada. Yeah, Detroit is right next to Atlanta, running neck and neck for blackest cities in the country. Love me some Detroit, Michigan.
But you got to understand that Atlanta is full of Detroiters.
There's a lot of Detroit people in Atlanta. They are. The Charles H. Wright Museum of African American History, located in the heart of the city. Okay.
It's down by Wayne State, right?
Sure is.
Yeah.
Underground Railroad and Freedom Legacy. Okay. Detroit was the first or the final stop. I did not know this. Detroit was the final stop on the Underground Railroad, known as Midnight, before crossing into Canada. Creating a deep, unique history of resistance and freedom, commemorated by the Gateway to Freedom Monument. Shouts out to Detroit. So the last stop before they got to Canada, to Freeland, was the D. That's the last stop, Harriet.
And they still have a church, I believe it's Second Baptist Church. It's downtown Detroit, where they have, like, you can still say historical landmark. And it's down there in Greektown, where you can still go in there and they show you some of the areas where the slaves used to hide at and things like that. They still have, I don't know if they give tours and things like that, but anymore. I know they used to, but I'm not sure. But that was one of the stops before they get there, and went across the Detroit River into Canada. Now, a lot of times when they got across the Detroit River into Canada, the slave catchers were there. The slave patrol was there to catch them and take them back. So a lot of people got to Canada but didn't make it. You know what I'm saying? Past the slave patrol.
Didn't become free. That's sad.
Yeah, you went all that trek all the way from Mississippi, Alabama, wherever you came from, or South Carolina.
You get there,
got to Detroit, and you got to Canada, and you had to go.
You still.
Now imagine how many times Harriet Tubman had to take that trip too.
Golly, wow. Paradise Valley and Black economic empowerment. Historically, Paradise Valley was a thriving Black business and entertainment district, a self-sustaining, vibrant community hub from the 1920s to the 50s that informs a legacy of entrepreneurship and resilience. Y'all know about Paradise Valley and in particular?
Absolutely not. I've never heard of that until right now.
I'm the only person who's never been to Detroit. I'm taking a trip this year before 2026. I'm going to Detroit.
I'm gonna tell you, and this is no diss to Detroit. Detroit looks 1,000 times better than it did 30 years ago, because the Super Bowl when the Super Bowl came to Detroit, they cleaned up the city tremendously. Then they continued to do it, and remember they had these riots where like whole city blocks were burned down and stayed burned down forever. Like they never cleaned them up forever. When the first time I saw this, I was like, what is this? This is crazy. But it's a lot more, I guess, cleaner today than it was back 25,
Detroit, you got to understand, it's an international port city. So a lot of people don't realize that we just talked about it, touched on Canada. We're literally right across from Canada. You take the Detroit-Windsor Tunnel to Canada, you're in Canada in 3 minutes, 4 minutes.
Or the Ambassador Bridge.
And then you have the Ambassador Bridge. It may take you a little longer. It's right. So we're right, and they're building another bridge right now. So there's going to be 2 bridges in the tunnel. So I'm just saying, Detroit and Canada, that's been a part of my life. So you say what's unique to Detroit? It's been Canada. To me, it's been one of the most unique things, amongst other things. But Canada has been the most unique part of my growing up in Detroit. It's always my grandmother, hey, let's go to Canada and go fishing or whatever this river. And Canada was just like a part of, like Babylon Island. Like Babylon Island.
Oh my God, Babylon.
Yeah. Edgewater Park and all that kind of stuff.
To Edgewater.
Yeah, Edgewater. And then but Canada was a thing too. So growing up in Detroit, and a lot of people young might not remember this, but we did those type of things. We actually went to Belle Isle and had cookouts and went to the beach on Belle Isle and ate and had tents and stuff. Like we did all that. You know what I'm saying? Before it turned into more.
Do they still give you a hard time driving from the U.S. from Detroit across the bridge and getting into Canada? Do the police still give y'all a hard time?
They never really gave you a hard time if you're from Michigan. So if you have a Michigan enhanced ID,
okay.
Yeah, you can. Now, you used to be able to just go across with just your regular driver's license if you are a Michigan resident.
Oh my gosh, my first visit to Detroit. I think it was the first time when Ryan played for the Lions. My brother played for the Detroit Lions. The first time we went across to Windsor, and I think Ryan was driving a new Lexus or something. He had just signed to the league. Yeah. And it made everybody, it was like 5 of us in the car. They made everybody get out the car. They pulled out the seats. They told us to open up the engine, and we was on the side of the road for an hour. Like that's because
of what you were driving. And it was 5 brothers in the car. That's why.
Right. Yeah.
So you guys look, like drug dealers. You know what I'm saying? At that time,
we fit the description.
Yeah, you fit the description. In 1995.
What description is that? Yeah. Your description, Ninja. Yeah.
So but Canada has never really been unfriendly because Detroit's been a black city. So people always went to Canada. It's always been like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's been a very unique part of my experience growing up in Detroit. Even now, Canada's a big part of that.
And lastly, you can flash the meme back up. As the birthplace of Motown Records, Black Detroiters hold a unique connection to the music culture and economic empowerment built by Barry Gordy. So I wanted Tree and Arlie to come on and talk about, well, Tree is kind of like, we kind of stole your thunder because we've been talking about Detroit all day and you're from Detroit. Arlie, give us something unique or what's the town in Mississippi you grew up in?
I'm from Bay Springs, Mississippi.
What's unique about Bay Springs, Mississippi, or what's something that people know Bay Springs, Mississippi for?
They know we have really pretty Christmas lights. That's all we got. We got a chicken poultry plant, and it's another plant. I think we got a big GE plant down there or something. We got a lot of plants.
Are y'all near the coast?
No, that's St. Louis.
Okay.
I'm in the center of the state. So you got to come through there. Like if you're going, it's Highway 18. It's where people always say, truckers know it because they say it's where Highway 18 and Highway 15 meet.
Okay.
We're not known for nothing.
Okay. What about you, Tree? You got anything else to add to the Detroit talk today? You being from the D? Or how we covered it all?
Fur coats.
Yeah, you said something earlier, man. You said that you've never owned a pair of Gators. I find it hard to believe.
Tree, listen, I never owned a mink. You know what I'm saying? Fur coat. That's a Detroit, the minks and the I never owned Gators. Listen, I don't got a pair of Cartiers. I ain't got no Yays. I ain't got no, you know what I'm saying?
Let me jump in.
So there's a lot of Detroit stuff that I've never, had or been interested in, should I say.
Now, let me jump in right here. The first time I went to Detroit as well, that's something else I've talked about before. Everybody and their mama is wearing a mink coat. Now, it's cold as shit up there, so I get it. But everybody and their mama's wearing mink coats, shearlings, very, very expensive coats. I guess the Gators and whatnot. But yeah, I noticed that everybody had a mink, and I was like,
yeah,
they different up here. They kind of different up here.
Howie, did you have a triple fat goose?
I had a triple fat goose. I remember those. I had the big puffy, all that stuff. But we used to wear, like Detroiters wore nanny goats and shearlings.
Yeah.
So original real shearling sheepskin coats.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like the real $1,000, $1,500 boys.
Like blue one.
Like the real expensive, right? You know what I'm saying? Like we was the black city that wore that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But people like, what are y'all wearing? And
It's cold.
So Detroit has always been a fashionable city as well, on some different type fashion though.
You're right. The coldest place I've ever been in my life. And I just recently
went to Chicago.
Right, I was about to say that.
Oh.
I just recently, maybe 5 years ago, went to Chicago for the first time. Chicago and Detroit, same kind of ratchet cold, like unbelievably cold. Like I don't know how they could start up settlement in them places.
I wondered too, Doug.
Like why would you live in Detroit and in Chicago when you can live in Miami? This is a free country. You can live anywhere you want.
I'm born in Detroit. I wasn't born. I was like, let's go to Miami. So it doesn't work like that. You know what I'm saying? So, right. but the funny part about being from a place like Detroit or Chicago, a cold city, is when you go somewhere else and you get cold. People are like, you from Detroit? This ain't nothing. Right. I'm like, man, y'all act like I'm practicing being cold. Right. Like I'm in Detroit. Like I can't wait to get to the next cold city because I'm gonna be ready for it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that is not true. I so hate people that say you're from Detroit. You should be used to the cold. No, I'm not. I hate cold. You know what I'm saying? I don't like cold at all.
So here's some fun facts about MoCo that most people don't know. I actually mentioned the first one a couple of weeks ago. We actually have an airport in Moncks Corner.
What?
We have an airport in MoCo.
Yeah. Airport.
Yeah. And the second thing is there's a huge, I don't know if huge is the right word. There's a monastery that's in Moncks Corner that's been there for ages. I want to say hundreds of years. And when I was a kid, every year we used to take a field trip. It's called Mepkin Abbey. Okay. A lot of people from MoCo probably forget about this, but we used to take field trips when I was in elementary school to go see the monks at Mepkin Abbey. And they don't talk, and monks don't talk, and they have these industries that they do to supply them with
revenue.
With revenue. And what their industry is at Mepkin Abbey is they harvest and farm eggs.
Oh,
it's an egg farm as well. But yeah, it's real weird. Nobody's talking. They're quiet. They're walking around, and you try to crack a joke, they ain't gonna laugh. They're not gonna say a word, anything like that. It's like deep in the woods, kind of like in Cordsville area, from what I remember from people watching from the crib that are watching this right now. So look up Mepkin, Mepkin, I think it is, Abbey, and that's some unique stuff to MoCo.
You know what? I didn't know that Moncks Corner had a nickname, MoCo. I had no idea.
Yeah, so
you guys are called MoCo.
They named it.
Y'all just made your own nickname. Oh, okay.
We came.
But why?
No lie. We came up with the name years ago, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, even before we started doing the show.
That's a new one, yeah. Because I'm like, I never heard MoCo.
Dog, we lived our whole lives. I'm in my mid-50s. I'm 56 years old. Never knew MoCo was named after a guy named Thomas Monk, who was known as one of the most vicious slave owners in the state of South Carolina, in the country.
That's why it's Moncks Corner.
So now, we cancel Thomas Monk and honoring Moncks Corner, and we call it MoCo going forward. MoCo, where we loco. don't that sound like a marketing thing? MoCo, where we loco?
It's still the Monks. It's still him, though, ain't it?
Yeah, it is. we working to try to get it changed officially on the books, but it's going kind of slow. I don't think it's going to happen, to be honest with you.
South Carolina is a different place. I love it to death, man. I lived there 7 years in Columbia, and that was the first place I went to, though, when black people was like, don't do that. You're going to go to jail. And I was like, I swear to God, I lived a lot of places.
Now, that is true.
When I'm talking about everything. Don't do that.
Yeah.
When we used to go to Hilton Head,
you could go to jail. Like they really was on that like that. I was like, why y'all so scary?
Right. Me and Ryan, obviously, me and Ryan don't fall in that category. I'm bucking. I'm talking shit to everybody. Goddamn, you can get it too. Since I was a little boy. But it was big anything though. Like you could go to jail. It was just everything. My mother loves to tell a story about how I organized a boycott in middle school. Because I can't remember what was the reason, but I got kicked out of school, and she came up there and took me home, and I got my ass whooped. But I was standing on 10 toes down about my beliefs. I can't remember what the issue was, but back in in middle school. Yeah, I led protests. Shit.
I bet Miss Pumpkin remembers what it was because the people said you couldn't walk with so and so. You're like, hell to that.
Right.
Nah, damn that.
Damn that. Yeah. I got kicked out of school for a day. Mother came, picked me up, took me home, bust my ass. And it wasn't because of whatever stance it was, just because I was getting in trouble and she was scared of her kids getting in trouble, I guess. So
I named you Douglas and Ryan so you wouldn't get in trouble.
Yeah. All right. Great little talk. Let's get to these chat messages.
Arlie, are you good? What's up?
I'm good. Or I can go. It doesn't matter. Y'all probably need to go with just a 3-man. Go with 3-man.
That's a lot of talking. Thank you, Arlie. Glad your microphone was working. Perfect.
Thank you, Arlie.
All right. So, I'm getting sleepy, y'all. Howie, somebody.
No, you can't be sleepy at all. We up, baby.
Someone sent me a text. Who is this?
Oh my God! Look at that.
Wow. So that's Griffey 2K, the bottom left.
Yep.
That's what's his name at the bottom right?
That's JJ, I think.
JJ, yeah, that's JJ. Oh, this is an old picture because JJ don't look really like that anymore. Who the three?
That's my girl. That's Mugga Phoenix above me, and I can't remember the other two guys' name. Griff might have sent y'all this, didn't he?
He sent it to me this morning.
Yeah, I was with Griff hanging out with him. We was just looking at this as in his man cave.
Shouts out to Griffey 2K. Legendary comedian and radio host here in ATL.
He's coming to the block party.
Yeah, so we're set to talk to Griff this weekend at the block party. We're doing like a live show at the block party for 404-day weekend.
Oh, nice.
Griffey going to come through. I think Special K going to come. You know Special K?
I do. I've seen him do comedy. Yeah,
yeah.
I know
I imagine y'all comedians, y'all travel the same circles and everything, and at some point or another, y'all all have
we all kind of cross at some. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yep.
You still got all your hair. Wait a minute. Let me go back to this. You do.
Yeah, I do.
That's your hair.
That is my hair.
You blessed and highly favored, bro.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wait a minute. Why am I looking at the photo for Loose Neck Side? You got a picture of Tiger and Tupac. That's bullshit. Don't do that.
Okay, Howie. So this
and you know what's so funny, Tree? I was bald headed for a long time, and I used to shave my hair and do comedy. And people, when the pandemic came, I just grew this afro, wild afro, and people was like, "You got hair." So people didn't think I had hair for a long time
because
that was always known as good. Yeah.
Aren't you our age?
But you know what?
I'm 53 years old. I'll be 54 October 30th.
It is what it is. You got the genes to have hair at this age.
Yeah, man. All of the men in my family have hair and lived, look younger than they are. A lot of them, man. They look really good. You got good genes, man.
That's what's
Black born in 1973.
72.
I was born at Sinai Hospital, where you said your frat
Reggie Eady.
Runs that. What hospital were you born at? Henry Ford or?
I was born at Hutzel Hospital.
Oh, Hutzel Hospital. Hutzel
Harper, Detroit.
Yeah.
So where's Hutzel Hospital? Is it still in existence?
It's Harper now. Or
it's something else. It's Harper. It's on East Side. But I don't think it's not Hutzel no more. It's Harper, like she said. Yeah. I was born at Hutzel in 1972.
So Loose Neck says thank you for your donation, Loose Neck. How are we going to have me singing all my Snickers bars now? Talking about when you were. You have a good singing voice, actually, I thought.
Sometimes, you know what I'm saying, when I'm in the shower. But
Sean Limbs, the resident informant of the Two Live Stews.
All right.
Thank you for your donation, Sean. Good to see you. Detroit had to give out chicken wings for the fans to come. Hawks going to knock them out.
Sean we believe he's a government informant, but
we had to give out chicken wings. When is this he talking about?
He donates to the show. He's a Hawks fan. He's saying the Hawks beat Detroit.
Oh, okay. They did beat Detroit not too long ago, a few weeks ago. Yeah.
From Jew Jams 4, thank you so much. What up, fam? Will the Knicks make the finals?
Oh hell
no.
Knicks ain't gonna make no damn finals.
They got to go through. I'm gonna tell you, they're gonna have to wind up playing Boston. I'm telling you, and that's not gonna happen. It's like the second round. I'm telling you.
Right.
They're not going. Detroit going to probably want to play Cleveland in like the second round. So it's going to be tough for Detroit too. But Detroit's going into the Eastern Conference. I think it's Detroit and Boston in the Eastern Conference final.
I think the Hawks can beat the Knicks right now. The Hawks playing great, man.
They're playing good, man. They are playing good though.
Which is unbelievable.
When they may wind up playing Detroit, though, that's funny because if they make it to the playoffs, we may wind up playing the Hawks in the first.
Right.
From Mike Davis, I think that's your frat. Also.
What up, team? 84. What up, Pro Fight?
Rude.
Thank you for your donation. We really appreciate you all. We've had to make some. What would you for the show? Stuff for the show. Doug, you see your situation behind me. That's your situation. So you could be on that flatbed.
Right. So we
busting them down.
Yeah, we got
busting them down.
A wireless speaker that we're gonna debut this weekend in the parade in that 404 day weekend.
It's gonna be a good time. Loose Neck, thank you so much. LeBron and Bronny are the big Enos and little Enos from Smokey and the Bandit in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I haven't seen that movie in so long that his reference I can't remember.
Me neither.
But
I remember Smokey and the Bandit, but I don't remember.
I remember the movie. Burt Reynolds was in Smokey and the Bandit.
Absolutely.
I remember the movie.
Absolutely. Wait
Detroit's
a minute. Is it the brother man?
It's Detroit's own.
The brother man.
What up, Joe?
What up, Joe?
So explain Brother Man to the guest.
The Brother Man is I don't know what you call him, a benefactor of the 2 Live Shoes. He's been listening to the show for a couple of months since we've been in Detroit, I think, and always blesses us with nice donations, man, all the time. Thank you, Brother Man. Thank you.
We give certain levels get their own theme music in this space. Brother Man, thank you for your donation. What up, though, Doug, Ryan, Howie, Arlie, and Tree? This MAGA era reveals a lot about the people you are or thought you were cool with. In the industry I work in, these clowns who voted for him are asking why we didn't get a bonus. Get the fuck out of here. Have a wonderful weekend, family.
It's been
you voted for no bonus.
He was supposed to give like a couple grand, wasn't he? $5 grand or $2 grand, $3 grand. Donald Trump promised everybody some money.
And you talk about renege. You talk about reneging on deals. You talk about reneging like we playing spades. You talk about reneging.
Then he had
he
had a couple soldiers come out and make some posts like they got their checks. It was like some old phony thing, man. Like, yeah, it's crazy, bro.
Wow. Melvin Echoes. Melvin gonna be in the parade this weekend.
So Melvin is our transportation in the parade this weekend.
Nice.
We ride on the back of one of his tow trucks. And so shouts out to Bay 11 Towing, 404-770-6949, serving the Metro Atlanta area. If you need to get towed, if you're stuck stranded on the side of the highway, my man Melvin Echoes got you, and he down with the 2 Live Stews. There you go, right there. Write the number down, okay? Write the number.
Thank you, Mr. Echoes, so
And Melvin, we're gonna see you this weekend. I think he's driving the truck too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think nobody else.
Man, I hate I'm not gonna be a part of the festivities.
Come on down. Get on that Greyhound and come on.
Do y'all have your own area code day in Detroit yet?
313 day, absolutely.
Y'all do have 313 day? Yeah, I think we talked about it when it happened this past year.
I feel like everybody is doing that now, but I wonder where it started. Atlanta would say they started it, surely. Melvin says, happy Easter and 404 weekend, everybody. God is great. Thanks, Tree, Arlie, Ryan, and Doug, for a great show. You are welcome.
Thank you, Melvin. See you Saturday, bro.
It is our pleasure.
See you Friday. See you Friday.
Saturday. Don't start. From Lucid. Doug was the Michael Evans of.
That's funny.
Tom, you do know that boy is a white racist word.
That was a white racist word.
Goddamn right.
Have y'all seen what's his real name, Michael Evans, in real life?
Ralph Carter.
Yes, that is.
Ralph Carter?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. He didn't age well.
Just want to say real, for lack of a better phrase, he looks real weird right now.
Like he looks like he's going through it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm serious. I mean, come on, man.
JJ is MAGA. I believe JJ is
Oh,
also
JJ
MAGA.
he was MAGA before MAGA.
Yeah, but we don't have anything to cancel on JJ's behalf. Like, what is JJ doing that we can affect by canceling?
I've never worked with him in the comedy clubs because he does stand-up comedy, but I heard he was one of the meanest dudes out there, man. Not a very nice guy to other
Jimmy
comedians.
Walker.
I've heard that too. Yeah.
Jimmy Walker, not a nice guy.
And I heard John Amos hated his ass. Even though it's ironic, John Amos married to a white woman himself.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. But he hated JJ. And they were only like 2 or 3 years apart.
Yeah.
You know that, right?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, JJ is only what's his name? Jimmy Walker is only like 4 or 5 years younger than John Amos was.
Playing his son. That's funny.
Playing his son. Right. I'll look it up and find out exactly what the differences are.
What up, though, Ben Edwards, another Detroit.
What up, though?
In the Two Live Stews family. What up, though, to the whole crew? Great show. What up, Howie? East Side, stand up. Mac and Van Dyke.
East Side, baby.
Hello,
King High School, baby. KC down. Mm-hmm. That's what we do.
Well, is that some Detroit stuff?
KC down. That's King Crusaders. King Crusaders, baby. KC, King Crusaders, Martin Luther King High School.
Okay,
Keep up.
I was off a couple of years with John Amos and Jimmy Walker, but not that much. 8 years, only 8 years. So imagine you 8 years old and you have a son.
Yeah.
You was fertile as hell at 8.
He got an old spirit, John.
But I heard that the Golden Girls were not their age either. Like they all played older. You know what I'm saying? They were all like younger women.
John Amos was born December 27th, 1939, and Jimmy Walker was born June 25th, 1947. So right at about 7-8 years apart. Yeah, that was weird.
Uncle Mike, thank you for your donation. What up, Howie? Whenever my wife and I need a laugh, we pull up your bad boy performance on YouTube. Your granny cleaning that mustard off your brother's burger with a dish rag, classic.
Thank you, brother.
So, bro, promote that. Promote that. Is that on DVD or not DVD? Is that on?
Man, it's on a million platforms, bro. He's talking about the original series I did with P. Diddy's Bad Boys of Comedy. I did 2 seasons of it, as a matter of fact. It's all over social media. YouTube. And, you can check it out, you know what I'm saying, the whole archive, stuff like that. But, yeah.
Bro, Detroit has like a little, they kind of got like a little movie industry culture going on right now for like,
Tubi.
Out of Tubi movies.
Right. Tubi is their real preference. What's the dude Murder? What's his name? What's his real name?
I don't know his real name.
Okay, I would have thought y'all would have hooked up by now, but there's a guy on Tubi and they've got like a bunch of these dramas, and I think they're continuing. They got like seasons, and I can't remember the guy's name. I'll pull up his name. Somebody can tell us in the chat. But I would have thought you guys would have worked together by now.
We need to work together. I love, any Detroit artists or any producers here, directors, writers, man. I love it, man. You know what I'm saying? So I would love to work with anybody, with anything in Detroit. You know what I'm saying? So reach out. Let's do it.
Okay, so the guy's name is Murder Payne. Murda Payne is a prominent Detroit-based independent actor, producer, and writer known for his gritty portrayals of inner-city street life. He's best known for the starring in the producing cult classics such as McGraw Avenue, 211, and Buffed Up and Plug Love. All over. This dude is all over YouTube and Tubi and doing very well, man. And
Buffed Up is Buffed Up is a really good movie. It involved a lot of Detroit comedians too, like my boy Jay Will was in part of Buffed Up. Yeah. So yeah, man. So I know of the guys. You know what I'm saying? I just never worked with them.
Right.
Earl McDowell says George was 20 years younger than Wheezy in real life too.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Cringe.
Wheezy.
Damn, that's rocking the cradle for real. I did not know there's that much of a difference.
Here's a fun fact.
And there it is. You just bought a new speaker. Praise God.
Go ahead, bro.
I love it. All right, here's another. I was reading. Here's another fun fact. Real quick story. I used to date a girl live in L.A. and her best friend was Wheezy was her grandmother, and so she had a beach house, and we went out there to hang out on the beach. She's like, "Yeah, my grandmother's out of town. Come on, hang out. We're gonna go to the beach, have a beach party." At some point, I had to use the bathroom. I had to, go boo boo. So I go in the beach house to go boo boo, and as I'm coming out, Weezy is standing right there at the door looking at me, bro. I was like, oh my God.
It's Weezy Jefferson.
It's Weezy. I'm like, I'm sorry. Nice to meet you. She's like, yeah, this is an interesting way to meet somebody. Coming out of the John. She was like, really?
Her voice.
Yeah.
Interesting way to meet somebody.
She was like, interesting way, coming out of the John. You know what I mean? Like, she had the old John, But
Weezy sounded like she smoked 3-4 packs
a
day.
Oh, my God, man.
Hi, George.
LA is a fun place, though. That's the first place you go to when you see real celebrities walking down the street. You're like,
right.
He walking down the street, or like he on the bus. Right. It was like a culture shock.
Wow.
Brother Man's coming back with some corrections, and thank you for your additional donations. Truthfully, Doug, I started listening to you guys back in 06, 07. That you used to be on in Detroit on WCHB,
right.
AM 1200, and my mom used to love the show as well back then.
Wow, I didn't know you used to listen to the old show back in the day, Brother Man. It makes sense now.
That's all right.
Yeah, we were in like 30 markets at one point. And
thank you, Brother Man.
I remember Detroit being one of them.
Was it that many? Okay.
Yeah, we were in Cleveland. We were in Memphis, Tennessee. All of the black cities in America we were in at one point.
All of the black cities in America. Theron Lambert says, don't sleep on UConn and their punk coach.
UConn should be happy they're still in the tournament. They shouldn't have won that goddamn game against Duke. I'm just going to say this, put a bow on it, man. If somebody beat Michigan, that's saying a lot because Michigan look unstoppable to me right now from all of the teams that I've watched in this tournament.
Michigan going to win the national title, bro.
Yeah, I see. I don't see any other team that could beat Michigan.
A lot of people were shocked, Douglas, that you actually went to Alaska. Till Dog says, Doug can't live in no igloo. He can't snitch on his neighbors. Doug is the resident snitch. You need to give him the background.
That's funny. I'm not a snitch, dog. I'm not like Charleston White or no shit like that.
Sorry.
But if you're traveling above the speed limit, 80 plus on 285 in Atlanta, I absolutely am going to call the police on you. Absolutely, because you're risking everybody's life. Right.
RC from Minnesota, y'all see Floyd Mayweather wants to change the Pacquiao fight into an exhibition, but he allegedly already signed a contract for a legit
I saw that.
fight.
I didn't see that.
I didn't know that. I saw that story, and I just can't believe Floyd. The word going around, and I actually saw a couple of very well put together, like little reels on social media where they're saying Floyd is broke. I can't believe Floyd Mayweather is broke. He's made over $1 billion in his career.
I don't believe that.
I don't believe that.
I don't believe that for 1 second, bro.
I don't believe that 1 second. Now, it's strange that he's coming back into boxing when he said for many, many years that he would never do it. He would never come back. But I still don't think Floyd Mayweather can be broke.
Nah.
Say it ain't so, Joe.
Everybody can use a paycheck, though.
Right.
Tony
only thing better than money is more money.
Tony Oladson says he went to Benedict College with you for a couple of semesters.
What up, though? What's happening?
That's our
BC, baby.
Andre Stevens, 7263. Dougie, y'all should invite Bubba Dub to chop it up.
Bubba Dub. I think we can do that. I think we might have a contact with him as well. But we don't know Bubba Dub like we know this man here. I know this man. You crossed in 92, spring of 92, right?
Yes,
I probably met you the next semester.
Probably, if not that summer.
yeah. If not someplace that summer.
Yeah.
So know you and your LB Delon and Leon. How many of y'all was 6 of y'all, 7 of y'all?
5 of us.
5 of y'all. I know
the 5 malicious mastiffs from the land of pain.
Yeah, Ransom is part. One of his LB's name is Ransom. Ransom is part of the grad chapter I'm in here in Atlanta. So yeah, I know your whole line, bruh.
And then we had an alias too. We was the 5 sexual entities of orgasm.
The what?
The 5 sexual entities of orgasm.
That's what's up, dog. Rue.
I don't want to get into the line names, but you know what I'm saying? We did it all, baby.
Go back to Ju Jam's tree.
John Starks dunked on Jordan. Should he get into the hall too?
I wasn't saying Kevin Johnson should get in the Hall of Fame because he dunked on Akeem. I'm just saying.
But John Starks wasn't no Kevin Johnson though.
Right. Period.
He choked every time he was in the playoffs. Like, he was terrible.
From Vincent Payne, 3219. I'm from Atlanta, but I lived in Detroit for 2 years. North Lawn between Curtis and 6 Mile. That's where on that side of town where I lived.
You know what he's talking about, Doc?
I know exactly where he's talking about. I lived on the west side on Sorrento between Curtis and Pickford. I know exactly where he's talking about.
From Sydney Action Jackson. I don't usually dismiss women when they say they've been assaulted. However, I am very skeptical of the Nabisco woman's claim against black men due to their history of lying and crying wolf.
I mean, my gosh, that's unbelievable to me, man. And now somebody said to me the last time we talked about this is that Bill Cosby in the first trial that he had against all those women suing him, he didn't think he was admitting to anything. He was just telling the truth. Yeah, we did these Spanish flies or whatever
together.
Together. We knew we were doing it. So really, it hurt him in his case. In his case, but 52 years, my gosh.
I mean, that's a farce, man. That's BS, bro. I don't care what nobody says.
Absolutely, it's bullshit.
I don't give a damn if you woke up naked with 52 years.
Because you know what, bro? We put ourselves in the same shoes. And, like, if they can sue or go after Bill Cosby for something that he allegedly did 50-something years ago, you ain't never safe from anything that anybody says about you.
In history of your life?
Especially being a black man in this country, like, there's no end to when you're not in jeopardy or when you're not a target. That's all. It's not whether what he did or what he didn't do. We don't know. It was 50-something years ago. It's just that whole theme of that conversation, man, is just the bigger theme.
I mean, you could go to jail for anything. If they could go and retro all your history. You could just go to jail.
Wow.
From Brian Hill 6609, them NBC folks was and is not playing with Bill. He probably didn't pay for them pills he got from them. Wow. Yeah. There's always that rumor that he was trying to buy NBC.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
Sydney Action Jackson, Iman Shumpert is a good basketball analyst. He's better than Perkins and Reggie Miller, which isn't saying much. Y'all were talking about the man's lips.
Well, Reggie, I think they all go back to the comment again. Let me make sure before I say something.
Pulled it down.
Oh, you did pull
it down. Okay. Yeah.
I think Iman Shumpert, I think Reggie Miller or Reggie Miller. I think they're all good. I think they're all good in their own way.
Sydney Action Jackson also said Michael Jackson made dance music. R. Kelly made music.
Right. Their music is a little bit different. Michael Jackson is more pop. R. Kelly is more soul and R&B. Absolutely.
Loose neck. Howie was like, nice to meet you, Wheezy, but you know how these White Castles be doing you. I gotta go boo-boo. I love White Castle.
You know what? I got a love-hate relationship with White Castles because I know what it does to my body. Uh-huh. But every now and then I will go get one.
Every time I come home.
A double slider.
We don't have White Castle down here. We got
crystals.
Crystals. We got crystals.
Wannabe.
I mean, it's the same thing though.
Nah, it's not the same.
It's not.
No,
y'all think it actually is a taste difference?
Yes, it does. It's totally different.
I haven't had White Castle forever. We used to eat White Castle when we were in New York over the summer. Yeah.
Microwave says his job had a town hall meeting yesterday telling us how they laid off 17 higher ups and they're moving to AI on a lot of positions.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't be scared, Microwave. God has another plan for you. Fuck them jobs.
Absolutely. Everything works out. Everything works out for you. Remember that. It's gonna be okay.
You start talking like me. Last but not least, they got Doug looking like he's in a Big Brother program.
I'm standing behind him. God damn.
That's that AI. That's how AI got
bullshit.
I'm so sick of those. Please stop making these pictures.
No, man.
But, you know, people like the way
I want to see real Doug and Ryan.
People like the way AI makes them look.
I actually have the original picture, and you'll understand if you saw the original picture.
I have the original picture in my computer.
Pop it up, and show people what the original picture is.
Hold on.
The picture is right on. I'm standing like 2 feet behind him. He's right in front of the camera. That's all.
Okay. All right.
Damn. Show the people a real picture. I am not 4'7". I am not Jermaine Dupri out this camp.
Oh, there it is. Wait a minute. Just give me a second.
Yeah. Hey, dog.
This made me want me to.
Bruh, I appreciate you coming on today and filling in for Ryan. We got to do it more often.
Absolutely. Anytime you need me.
That's what the Qs do.
That's what we do, baby. That's what we do.
Appreciate it, dog. Thank you for coming on. You were fantastic, man. We had a great time today. Ryan will be back on Monday. He's scheduled to be back on Monday.
No, he's scheduled to be here Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
Saturday.
Well, okay. Ryan's going to be here Saturday, Monday, and Thursday next week, too, as well.
Saturday, Monday, and Thursday.
And make sure, to the people out there, man, if they want to see Box Seats, which is a sports show I do Monday through Friday from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. Y'all want to see Box Seats? All you got to do is go to YouTube, go to Humor Mill Magazine. That's all you, Humor Mill Magazine. That's all you got to remember. Box Seats, Humor Mill Magazine. I think Instagram and Facebook too, but YouTube for sure. Humor Mill Magazine, Box Seats. Make sure you check us out.
Absolutely. Check out my man Howie Bell on Box Seats. Check him out. And,
5 p.m.
5 p.m., 6 p.m. Eastern time on Box Seats. So listen, I didn't remember this picture well. What it was, I'm actually not 3 feet behind Ryan, but from what I remember, Ryan is wearing boots and I'm barefoot. If I remember correctly, Ryan
you keep moving the goalpost.
Right. That's what's going on here.
He keep moving the goalpost, but wait a minute.
He got on Timberlands and I got on sandals.
He's standing on a cinder block.
You don't wear no damn sandals.
I got on sandals. He got on boots. That picture was taken, I'm gonna say 2003. That was 2003. That's when early in the career.
It does, Julius. He got that. You do look. I mean, I don't wish that. I don't even want to say it, but it kind of does with the.
That was on.
That was branding.
That was on the red carpet for something. I don't even remember what it was for, and that's right. I mean, yeah, I got on sandals and Ryan has on boots. Timberlands.
Bye, Howie. It was nice to meet you. Everybody, see you down to the 404 parade and the.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a great afternoon.
Okay. All right, Doc. Bruh, appreciate you once again. Appreciate you so much. Thank you for coming on.
Yes, bro. I love you, bro. This is incredible. This is what I'm talking about.
That's what's
how
up.
You wake up in the morning with the two live stew.
Exactly. Hey, listen. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to the show. We will be back Monday. Ryan, once again, will be back then as well. Thank you for all of the donations. Pass the word of the two live stews. Post a little flyer thingy right here. Put the flyer back up one more time, Tree. I want to promote that. There we go. Take a screenshot, send it out to 5, 6, 700 of your friends. We would appreciate it. And pass the word that the two live stews are back and better than ever. All right, dog. Appreciate you. We'll see you down the road, Q.
Hey, dog.
Peace.
Rule.
Can we get some grains around here? What the hell?
Oh, everybody gets an A. Everybody gets an A. All right. All right, ended it, Tree, so we just got to end it.